Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to our game dev stream again on a Sunday. And in the upper right corner, you have me, Luxin, aka Felix, doing the game development. And with me in Discord currently are two people, which I will enable right now. Give me a second. No. And those are Geflügel and Intero. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, people of the Twitch internet.
So, yes. Hello, everybody. We just released a devlog, in case you didn't notice. Just gonna post the link in here in the chat again. So we have a lot of big news. Something we actually managed to keep in secret for once is that in the last few weeks we have been working on new portraits, something like this, like the faces. And
Portraits.
and yeah, so we are actually planning to improve all the portraits in CrossCode because we got feedback from some people that they are not quite as good as the other graphics. And yeah, so here you can see the first 4 characters that we have already at least finished the design. We still have to do all the expressions, but you probably see there's quite a difference. And also, like, the new milestone, we now finally decided we will release the next milestone the beginning of May, that is in 1 month. The reason why it actually takes a bit longer this time, it's actually 3 months since the last real update, not counting the April's Fool thing from Friday. So it's actually 3 months, and that's because this update is seriously, it's huge. It's I think probably twice as much as we usually have in an update content-wise. So it has a complete new dungeon, the complete heat area, including boss fights and everything, plus the heat village. So that's quite a lot of content. Oh, I forgot. Jeez. I actually wanted to write something in the update and I forgot about it. Maybe I will edit this in, but because people are probably gonna ask, unfortunately the next update will not have more story. At least not a lot. Because we are currently focusing on content, and doing the switch to story would be quite a distraction. And it's also because we are currently working on the portraits, because if you want to do portraits, you first have to finish, when we continue doing story, we first have to finish the portraits, because when you do story, we have to add new characters, so we have to do the portraits, and you have to make sure they are on the same quality as the new ones. So that's why actually we kind of postpone the story development a bit. But don't worry,
Yep.
I think in 0.7 you will get a lot more story again, because then we will try to push this again, like the story part of the game. But anyway, there'll be a lot of stuff to play in the next version, so I hope it's okay that it takes us a bit longer. And yeah, we also have a summary of all the recent progress we made, and it's probably interesting to look at. Right, and any opinions for the characters?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Please tell us. It's always good to get feedback.
You posted it already.
Yeah, I posted
already,
the
okay.
blog post. Yep.
But you know what? I'm gonna post it again.
Sure, why not? Doesn't hurt. Right. So that's all for the devlog. I actually didn't check the cross-central question, so let me do this right now.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And I hope Twitch is working, because when I actually, yeah, the thing Taro mentioned, like, it didn't work when I was about to start the stream. Twitch wasn't loading, so it was just very close, like a few minutes before 8 o'clock it actually reacted.
Yeah, it's still grindingly slow. Like,
God damn it.
I don't. I can see someone on the CrossCode chat mentioned if you write down /popout after the URL, you can actually enter the stream somehow without the rest of the Twitch interface, like the chat and all that. And that's how how it's possible for me to see the whole Twitch video.
Gosh.
While I have another tab trying to log into the /radicalfish games page, and it's still loading.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's.
Oh well,
that
technical problems happens all the time.
Sometimes.
It's a complicated service.
So I just
anyway.
want to
So Cedo mentioned like the new layer looks a lot more like Xenogears, and that's really cool because I actually like the Xenogears portraits in that game. I thought they were pretty nice. The only thing I didn't like is what it was essentially just always the same expression. Maybe there were like 2 or 3 different kinds. And of course that's different for CrossCode, but I really like the style from Xenogears. So, and it's actually true. It kind of looks like the new layer looks a bit like a Xenogears portrait. Right.
Well, that's not wrong, to be honest. It's
Yeah, I like the
kind of
style.
close.
All right. Okay. As for today's game dev stream, I will actually work on the new enemy. I started working on this enemy this morning, and now we'll continue and hopefully finish the first version. At least try to make some progress. That's actually the first enemy that you will encounter in the heat dungeon. So full of spoilers here again. It's not a very special enemy though, so don't worry. It's some kind of jellyfish enemy. You will see that soon again. Soon. You will see that soon enough. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. And that's it for today, essentially. And we will see how it evolves and what we will do in the end. Any questions so far? If not, is there anything I can demonstrate of what we did since the last stream? I mean, we worked on the heat dungeon entrance. Something I can show, like very quickly, because I don't want to spoil everything. But we, like, after working on the facade, like the outside area before the dungeon, I now continued working on the inside, creating new puzzle rooms. And there's a new puzzle with quicksand. You probably saw already the Twitter GIF or the thing in the update post now. It's essentially you can fall through the quicksand, and that was one of the ideas we had early on. Just gonna show that right now. And it works. Okay. Oh yeah, also probably should hear some soundtrack in the background. Any ideas, suggestions? Something that probably doesn't get us kicked from YouTube?
As long as it's not the damn CrossCode soundtrack. Yeah, I hear it so often. I'm getting so tired of it.
God damn it.
Not just kidding. I mean, play
I could listen to it all the time.
Yeah. Really. But I should. Well,
I forgot to mention. For those who are curious, like the song you heard before the stream, that was actually the new Cold Dungeon theme that Taro just finished this week. At least the basic composition. I think it's still a pre-mix version.
Yeah, I have to mix it, but it's there.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm sitting on another track right now.
Oh, right at this moment?
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with ideas what to do.
Okay, so that's like one of the new rooms, and something new is here. Okay, you get sand, like regular sand, and then the quicksand that you already know, like when you fall into the quicksand, you just respawn, and now there's these holes here, and something different happens when you go inside these holes, like you just fall down the room, and then you can reach other places. So it's pretty traditional. I think it's not that original, but it's a mechanic that just makes sense for this kind of scenario. And of course we combined that with some of the other puzzle elements we already introduced before this. And yeah, that's essentially like 2 rather big rooms in the dungeon, essentially finished in the past few days. And yeah, we have to know, there's still a lot of stuff ahead, but yeah, we're making a lot of progress. Okay,
You wanted music.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Any suggestions?
I mean, I would suggest the Kingdom soundtrack because that's a great
I can try.
background soundtrack for working, but I'm not sure if you can find it online easily.
Yeah. If you can give me a link.
I got the soundtrack. I got the soundtrack myself because I bought it. on Steam. But wait a second, maybe you can find.
I think
I mean,
Kingdom soundtrack is probably not good to Google because Kingdom is way too general.
Yeah, right. That's one of the biggest problems with the game in general. I mean, if you want to find stuff about the game, like walkthroughs or whatever, then it's basically impossible to just Google like Kingdom and walkthrough, because then you will most likely find tons of other games that you were not searching for, like Kingdom of Amalur, for example. Or
we could listen to some Wise soundtrack. If you have a good link for some soundtrack of Wise, I would listen to that.
Oh yeah, right. That also has some nice.
Secret of Mana would be nice. Actually, I feel like listening to some Secret of Mana.
Yes. Why haven't
good
we
old
thought
tradition. I know we have listened to so much Terranigma. Should also listen to some Secret of Mana.
Or I could give you some pieces of the Valkyrie Profile Sumeria arrangement album, which are pretty amazing.
I can also recommend some obscure soundtracks if you want.
Yeah, I think we'll just start with some Secret of Mana and we can change later on.
Yeah, it's a classic. Can't go wrong with that.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, otherwise... Oh yes, there's a shopping menu, though can I demonstrate this? Yes. I actually didn't try it, so I'm not sure how much exactly is done yet, but I should find it in Edge test. Everything is so dramatic with the Secret of Mana opening. Everything sounds so, I don't know.
Yep.
So melancholic. Okay, so that's the shopping menu. Woo, you can sell. Not yet though. Still in development. Here we go. Okay. Gonna cheat a bit here. No, you will not find the same commands in the build version, I'm sorry. Okay. Buy and... Yes!
Really?
I can! Buy items! 10 items, 1 item. Oh my gosh, yes. Give me 5 sandwiches. Also, what's new is, since people suggested that, you can simply hover over an item and click left and right to just quickly add an item. For those who actually don't feel like opening the interface and want to have like quick control, that's probably, for all the speedrunners out there, I think that's a good feature. So you can just very quickly make adjustments.
I really like how the shopping menu has turned out. I mean, the entire... The ways you can rather
almost like online shoppings. I just wonder if we get sued by Amazon because we have this click to buy thing. I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, I think we will get sued by Amazon after we get sued by, I don't know, the Fine Bros, because you can react to enemies by dodging.
Damn it.
But then again, I mean, maybe our players would get sued because they react.
That's a good point, Celu. I also doubt that speedrunners will even use the shopping in the first place.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, who knows, maybe there's just one item that really is essential for a certain run and then they want to save a second by not clicking the sub-menu.
That's a good question. I mean, what items could you buy that would be really helpful for speedruns? I mean...
I could imagine like having some strength buff could actually speed up some segments where you have to just deal a lot of damage.
But the really strong strength buff items you would rather need to trade.
No, that's true. Well, who knows?
Necroman raises an important question.
Yeah.
Has Hannah watched JoJo Diamond is Unbreakable? I have. And I've been very... I mean, that's something for later, but I can give you a long rant on how damn overused this one voice actor is. But I was pleasantly surprised by it, to be honest, because of the artistic creativity they displayed in the first episode. So, yeah, but at least the memes didn't crash like Star Maze.
I see currently in Discord that people are discussing technical stuff. Oh well.
Wait, what? With Discord. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, you mean enemy modifying?
Alright, so yeah, let's start with the game development. Pretty early this time, so not waste half an hour before we actually start doing anything.
Oh, Nemeka asks, have you never watched Castlevania Symphony of the Night speedruns? I know that ZDK did some of those, but I've never watched them, to be honest.
Gesundheit.
So I'm not.
Danke.
I actually have never seen like Symphony of the Night.
Oh yes,
speedruns. Oh yeah.
we now have
Let's
Nightbot
welcome
in our
our
chat.
newest guest.
Nightbot. And let me just check something.
I hope Nightbot doesn't hit. Okay.
No, it doesn't work. Ah, too bad. We still have air horn solutions in our Discord server, but it's not reacting.
yeah.
Oh. Maybe
By
you're
the way,
gonna.
Felix, I really hope that Nightbot doesn't own a horse,
I don't get it.
because then it would be a nightmare.
Great, thank you, Hannah.
Good.
Okay, so enemies. So what I'm gonna do today is work with the enemy editor that everybody now knows and loves, like from last stream when I was so fascinating when I configured all those annotations, I guess.
Oh yes.
I think that was very exciting. But don't worry, there's also gonna be code today because I have to implement some new stuff. Anyway, so here's the jellyfish enemy. I essentially right now it's just a copy from the seahorse enemy. It's just well, it's actually very similar in many respects. Also gonna open a map. Actually, for once I don't use the generic test enemy map. I just place them right in the dungeon, so you have like the right surroundings. Sometimes it actually, I often notice like when you test enemies inside the enemy environment. For everybody's information, I just ate a whole lot of curry rice, way too much, and that's why you can expect these kind of hiccups. That's gonna happen. Anyway, so
Yes. How dare you?
I noticed like when I test enemies in the test environment, sometimes it is very different from when you're testing them in the wild, like essentially where they're supposed to be, and that's why this time I'm place them right in the correct map and test them over there. So here we go. That's the jellyfish.
Yeah, Twitch is awfully slow. I mean, it's the same for me.
Ignore
Okay,
guys. Let's say something. Let's not talk about Twitch because there's no point in doing this unless it's our fault. But if Twitch is bad, then it's bad. There's nothing we can do about that. So let's just focus. Let's focus on the game development and talk about what we are doing for those people for who Twitch is actually working. So because that's what people are here for, not about Twitch renting. So
really.
yes, I think so. Also, I should disable Skype.
Oh yeah, you are Skype, right? I mean, are you even still using Skype for?
Of course, I have contacts in Skype.
Oh yeah, right.
Like my father and stuff. Okay.
That's actually pretty unusual, I think. I mean, from most people I know, including myself, family contacts rather use like WhatsApp or whatever.
In my case, actually, my family doesn't use WhatsApp for some reason, but my father uses Skype. Yeah.
I basically only use WhatsApp for family matters.
Okay.
And that's why I have like 5 messengers on my phone.
Oh, very cool. Nightbot knows our topic. We're working on enemies. Amazing. So,
We're working on
hi
enemies.
Orinstein. You didn't miss much. We just started. We mentioned the new devlog that we just posted, and now we're starting to work on dungeon enemies, like the new Jellyfish enemies. And I'm just about to start the first test run. In the background you can hear Intero composing.
That kind of sounded like the melody to this one Gundam background music piece.
Really?
Maybe.
This
Couldn't-
that was very unique, I know.
Yeah, I mean I can definitely hear it.
Right
Just wanted
here. Jellyfish, oh my gosh. We don't want jellyfish in our dungeon.
It reminds me. Jellyfish. Or
I'm
is
also
it
under level.
jealous fish?
Just jelly, not jealous.
You could make like yeah, that would be basically
Playing in window, everybody.
that's the best idea, Felix. I mean, we could make a special enemy that is called the jealous fish, and that would basically be our version of Undertale's thunder plane.
Oh gosh.
Their plane.
Yeah. Dong. Alright, so that's how they work right now. Not very interesting because right now they're essentially just the seahorse with another skin. So what I'm gonna do first now is implement the weak point, because weak point is pretty interesting. First I have to actually passive invis. I'm gonna remove that state for now. That's I think one of your quest states.
What?
This passive invis state for the for the seahorse, I think. At least I didn't add any passive invis state. Oh! GameDev Network is hosting us. Also should probably mention before I forget it, like our stream is now part of the all great and awesome GameDev Network. And there are actually a lot of interesting game developers streaming in this network. So now I just have to find the webpage. Here you go. So go check them out. There's a lot of cool games there. And it's a lot of great stuff to watch. So
Felix,
anyway.
passive invis, was it right? Passive invis. Did you copy the enemy from like from another enemy or
well, from Jellyfish, I think. No, from Seahorse. I think I copied it from Seahorse, and that one has been pretty old, so I don't think that was copied from anything else.
well,
maybe
because I've never added like another state unless it's for the tree quest, which only had like those buffles and.
Okay, now I kind of wonder who added this state, but okay, never mind. Maybe I did it and I just forgot. Possible.
Yeah, I guess because passive invis. I mean, seahorse. I never did anything to the seahorse, honestly, in terms of states and stuff.
Okay, before I now continue working on the enemy, there's one thing I have to do first. You probably notice when I fight this enemy that it's actually not avoiding me, as the seahorse usually do. Let me just demonstrate there again for a second. And also I probably should keep this window open because I don't need to restart the game. And I should set an appropriate level. 22. I don't know, what level are you actually when you enter the heat dungeon? Probably already 25 or something. Balancing. So you notice like I can't just attack them, they're not gonna escape. That's because they don't know where to run, because there's no navigation map, and that's what I'm gonna add first. So also that's probably interesting for you, Hannah, because if there's no navigation map, enemies won't escape. They don't know how to escape if there's no navigation map.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they are. That's why we need navigation maps for basically everything.
Yeah, they're very important. This one has
Oh,
a very
so
this one has a very easy navigation map, but yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So
Oh,
navigation map,
s-
3 areas: one blue
Yeah.
area, one red area, another red area. Yes.
Celio just said so. Starbound is close to 1.0. Or I've actually never. I've actually.
Look, and now they're
I
actually
haven't
pretty.
actually known that. I haven't actually known that it was not in a rather finished state already, because I've never really played Starbound, and I've always gotten the impression that it was already done back then. Well, whatever.
Yep. Whatever.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
By the way, Felix, do you need more music? What are you still listening to?
The Secret of Mana soundtrack is not that short. I think it goes for about an hour.
Oh, you're watching the entire soundtrack? That's good.
Yeah, the entire actually made it a little bit quieter. So.
Okay, I will just listen to the dungeon theme real quick, actually, because I haven't really
Yeah.
listened to the newest version yet.
Just do that. I'm just.
It sounds so much like Super Mario.
You mean Super Mario Kart?
No, not cards this time. The beginning kind of sounds like a castle theme.
The one with melody sound a lot like this, but
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why I'm thinking about that.
Oh, Nightbot is very communicative something.
Thanks, Nightbot.
Thanks, Nightbot, for telling everybody about the stream. So I'm just gonna insert some interesting stats which are more challenging, because it's level 22. This
That's actually that's actually a good good question, Railboy.
And what is the question?
Yes. The question was: is everybody actually specialized for one thing in development, or does everybody do a little for everything? And then Urinstein answered: Felix does everything a bit except sound and music. Stefan does many things, and the others are
Or specialized.
specialized.
Yeah, that's sort of
Pretty
true.
much, yeah.
Yeah, like Intero is essentially the only one who does music, and for sounds we have Teflo and Iron. I actually have to talk to Iron again because we need more combat sounds sometime soon.
Didn't
Oops.
Taro also do a few
Yeah,
sounds?
Tero
as well?
also did some sounds, sure, yeah.
Hmm?
Like, and yeah, I'm essentially everywhere, just mostly programming and graphics for certain
and
things.
content.
I think
And content a lot too.
yeah, well, actually, I would say that Stefan these days also does a lot of content. He's essentially the one who pushes most of the outside areas.
Yeah,
With
of
you
course.
together
I
with
mean,
you.
content is pretty much the biggest area of work at this point. I
Yeah,
would say.
it becomes more and more the largest area. There's still
With
like,
graphic and
quite a lot
yeah.
of technical work. So whenever we need new puzzle mechanics, we have to code some stuff. And there's still some menus left, but at one point we'll be done with menus. So yeah, there's going to be more and more content.
Hmm?
Things are going to be so boring, man.
Yeah,
just mapping. Ah.
Content is so boring. Like, man. By
Right.
the way, speaking of, I mean, I'm basically almost pure content and planning and stuff. And I've actually, I'm kind of in the process of doing like the Bergen quests, the first batch. And god damn it, Felix, I'm really torn. I mean, I'm not entirely sure which new kind of crazy quest type and use case I should do now for the Bergen quest, Felix.
Keep it simple. You freaking idiot.
Do something that we
Like whenever Helle does a quest, something goes wrong. Like just pushes all the systems to the max layer, like the craziest stuff, and then the navigation fails or something other fails, and then he there's a lot of weird
This sounds so
scripting.
mean, as if it's my fault.
Yeah, it totally is your fault. God damn it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Felix, seriously, during the whole like Meerkat Cave quest, I basically found a navigation bug.
Yes,
So
yeah, that's
you stop
great. I know.
complaining.
But still, like,
For the
yeah. And also, all the quests are much difficult.
they are not. They are totally balanced. They are super balanced. Like for me, for instance. So,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
We will see how balanced they are.
So, like, we made some progress now with the enemies. As you can see, the enemies now escape me. And bolts don't make any damage, so essentially like a very annoying version of the seahorses, where you cannot really hit them with close combat, and they're also gonna escape you. So that's really annoying, right? Great, so we're done here. No, it's obviously we're gonna add a weak point now to make those enemies interesting and doable
For massive damage.
for massive damage. And guess what? It has something to do with these bubbles.
No way.
Yes. I think I already
What is
have.
this?
Right, so there is this one thing. Those bubbles, when they explode, they do steam damage. Steam is like the fifth element, or it's at least some element that doesn't exist. it's like the bomb element. The bomb also have an element that only works
That
comes
kind
from the bomb.
that kind of sounds like this one dialogue from Borderlands 2, where in this one boss battle, I think, where the handsome Jack basically goes through the elements while taunting you. Then he was like thinking, what was the last element? What was the last element? And he was like, oh yeah, right, explosion. Because
Yes.
explosion kind of was an element, but not really. But it was kind of, I mean, it was basically physical damage, but it was like called explosion damage in like weapon descriptions.
Okay.
You could get like bonus damage to explosion damage. That's why
I see.
use it as the last damage element. in his
That's
taunt.
great. Yeah. Yeah, and
kind
CrossCode
of-
has this
it's
too.
kind of
We have
familiar.
like we have bomb as an attribute of damage, and the same for Steam. And the idea here is that those things are broken by Steam. So it's kind of similar like to the cat enemies, who are broken by
Yeah,
um
Steam is the fifth element. Yeah, right. Steam is basically the most effective element in
Oh my gosh.
in attacking bank accounts.
Firecrawler. Is
And
green
fire.
is the green light a Steam elemental enemy? I guess so. Yes. It's like you remember we have the
yeah, right.
Steam Greenlight enemy. Gonna get this one back sometime. I don't know.
And okay, now I could be mean. The Steam Greenlight enemy is very vulnerable against terrible games, including CrossCode. Of course not. CrossCode is of course a great game. You should buy it.
Buy CrossCode, everybody. Oh, you already
Support
bought
CrossCode
CrossCode.
and-
God damn it! Why are you still here?
Buy it again and gift it to your friends.
Yes. Okay, I'm currently working on the weak state. Let me just annotate it correctly immediately.
Yeah, Malka. It was actually, I mean, you had in Borderlands you had like fire for with the burn effect, then you had like electricity with the shock status effect, and then you had like not wave but corrosion, like acid. And explosion wasn't really a real element because it didn't have like any effectiveness on enemies and it didn't have any status effect. But he used it anyway because it was funny. Oh, Nightbot does the advertisement like messages.
Cool.
Nice. Yes, Herr DK can or rather DK can quote me now on in his streams when he talks about CrossCode, that he can quote me, "CrossCode is a terrible game." And, 2016.
God damn it, hell.
Tomorrow this will be on Gameswelt. CrossCode is a terrible game. Says the developer. No, I
Must
of
be
course
true then.
mean CrossCode is a terrible game.
Let's
for
say
your-
CrossCode is
for
a
your
terrific
relationships.
game. That's so.
CrossCode is or that, yeah, but I would prefer CrossCode is a terrible game, and then it's like basically those quotes in which you say something, and then you just do ... meaning that you just leave out the important part. And the important part is it's a terrible game for your time and relationship. Because it will eat all your time, and you won't have any.
No, that's Stardew Valley, not CrossCode.
Guys,
Yeah, you're right. That's rather Stardew Valley, to be honest.
Yes, Taro?
I just came up with a first sketch.
Oh. If you want, I can now stop the Secret of Mana music, and then you can play it if you want to.
Sure, I can send it over. It's
Whoop.
on piano only.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
great.
Maybe it sounds a little bit too much like Hamauzu. Let's see.
There's no such thing as too much Hamauzu. To me, at least.
I'll post in the audio channel.
Alright. Okay. Oh. That sounds... I think it sounds cool. I mean, the beginning is very dramatic. That's very good for a boss fight. Otherwise, it sounds... Well, it really sounds like Hamauzu. You didn't lie about that. But I actually like that. And it's like... The interesting thing is, that's what I really liked about the Final Fantasy 13 combat theme, is like, when you hear it, it doesn't sound like a boss theme, but it kind of works really well in the game. So that's why I wouldn't say it doesn't sound dramatic enough or anything. I think it might actually work depending on how you mix it with instruments. So I like it.
Maybe it sounds like Hamauzu because it's a piano only. And
That's actually that's actually probably
he
the
likes
case.
to mix have a piano on the spotlight in a lot of his themes.
Yeah, that's true. I know. Yeah,
Let's see. I'll probably tweak it here and there, but before I do, I'm gonna try to,
DK says it sounds a bit like Kirby, which is probably not unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that's something I have to
Everything
get used
sounds
to.
like Kirby
Yeah, and Mario Kart. So,
and Mario Kart.
Ketchup card.
all right. Yeah, really cool. So,
I think Taro should compose the entire soundtrack for Super IndyCar. But then again, that wouldn't make sense because the soundtrack consists of like tracks from various indie games.
They already have a pretty good composer on board.
yeah.
Okay. But is he also as Mario Kart as you?
It's actually a she.
As she?
my gosh.
But is she actually as Mario Kart as you?
I'm not sure.
Shut up, Stefan.
See?
Shut up, goddammit. Yeah, the soundtrack needs more
Stefan,
parallax,
oh.
right. You hear that?
Oh, yeah,
you
the
hear that?
soundtrack needs more parallax.
Taro, the soundtrack needs more parallax. Work on that, please.
Soundtrack needs some parallax.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better write a dynamic soundtrack editor for me so I can do
Damn
that.
it! He actually managed to put the workload on me for that one.
I've been waiting many years for that to happen.
No. Okay, so enemy. Man, never make any progress in these dev streams. Horrible. Right now it's the boss theme from Secret of Mana. It's amazing. That was actually the boss theme from Secret of Mana was like the very first video game music that essentially fell in love with. So I had to listen to the song all the time. It was the first video game music that I really liked.
I think for me it was it might have been Zelda's Dark World. Not Dark World. It was oh no, it was Dark World, I think.
Oh.
Dark World theme from. But maybe it was also some. It could also be some Secret of Mana music to be. No, wait. The one that I really liked was final boss music from Second and Zetsu 1 or Final Fantasy Adventure or Mystic Quest. Actually,
for Mystic Quest, like the boss music, Legend.
The final boss music
from
the
Game Boy
final
game.
boss music. Game Boy, yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, of course, the sound quality isn't as good in that version, but it has some really great remixes and stuff.
Celio, I forgot to test it. Sorry, or rather, I just didn't find the time. Actually, both. I think I just forgot about it. Sorry. Still have to test it.
If I change some things, the harmonics a little bit, it will sound less like a mouse, I think.
Don't.
Let's see.
You don't have to force yourself to make it sound less like a mouse. God damn it.
I think I like it a little less because it sounds so much like a mouse.
Why can't our
probably-
music taste not be identical?
What do you think? What do you think I should add to this?
It's actually the jellyfish is actually not metal. It's rather organic if I think about it. Metal jellyfish. What did you say, Taro? Sorry, I was distracted.
What do you think does this track need?
What do I think this track needs?
Yeah.
That's really hard for me to say. It needs to be a bit longer, I think, still, right?
It's I could loop a part again and then go into a different part again, maybe.
So what I always like about music is like when it has a change of not really pace, but of how much it is like melodic and how ambient it is. Like I like it when music is like really has like music really has a lot of melody and harmony. It's very clearly composed, and then having maybe a part in between which has less melody and is more ambient in that sense would maybe be cool. Something like this.
Yeah, I got a rhythmic part, I got a melodic part, I could repeat a melodic part, I could repeat the first part again and replace the last part before it goes like this one motif, that part I can replace with something more ambient, like you said.
Yeah, that could work. Also, Decay suggests it needs 6 drops. That's what the track needs. 6 drops.
It's gonna be orchestral, isn't it? That's what we plan.
Yeah, yes, it's just joking. It's not really any, how would you say, any dubstep kind of music.
Be interesting though to make it orchestral. I haven't made anything purely orchestral for a long time.
So as we discussed, like I think for a boss fight you can make it more orchestral. Would be just cool to have like some synthetic like some futuristic sounding instruments in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep, as usual.
Like a synthesizer, synth lead doing the melody maybe.
Yeah, for instance.
Synth lead.
Oh man, they really make a big deal of me forgetting to test Sombra. Maybe I will do it later on stream if you want to. But let me make a bit of progress with that enemy first, though. Okay. So what I just did is finally implemented this weak state. And now I just have to add the actual reaction that the enemy turns weak when it's hit by steam. And for that I just use weak spot, well, steam weak. That's how I call it. It's weak to steam. It's a hit reaction, and the condition is that there is a hit. What is it? How did I call this? forgot the name of this. That's not good.
Okay, if you repeat this, I'm already
A
at
hint,
1 minute.
right? That was it. Has hint, and the hint is Steam. No capital letters, I think. Yes. So like the hit of this hit reaction needs to have the hint Steam, and when it has Steam, we actually react to it. And oh my god, I hope we don't get sued by doing this kind of code.
Like because of Steam or because of reacting?
Because reacting to Steam.
Oh god, that's like
Probably
a
for
double
both. Yeah,
red
they're
flag.
both gonna they're both gonna sue us. So like there should be a dramatic effect. That's the thing where it says break and it zooms in, and that's what I'm switched over. There's actually also a big break. That's what we use for boss fights. It's very subtle, but it zooms longer and it zooms more, and it's a bit slower and longer, so it like really special. Actually, one thing I really dream about is like later in CrossCode we're gonna have a really epic fight, which will has like a very difficult condition to break the enemy. But if you actually manage to break this enemy, it has like a really dramatic break effect, which is a really long slowdown and really everything put in there. Like this is now the tides are turning or something. I don't know.
Kind of like, well, not really, but kind of. Have you ever played Super Punch-Out?
No,
It's a boxing game.
I saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, a Super Punch Out?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. But
It's basically the Super Nintendo version of the Punch-Out franchise, and in the very last fight, it is really hard to get a real knockout against the opponent, like a real knockout in contrast to like a technical knockout, which means like
yeah.
Emptying the energy bar 3 times or whatever. But if you manage to do the real knockout, then you actually get a special knockout animation from him, where he's basically has a special lose thing. It's kind of something I had to think about now. But it was really hard to get, because you really had to basically speed run the fight to get it.
Well,
but it's pretty nice.
I'm just talking about like, of course, the longer you play the game, the more tricky it will be to actually break enemies. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult, but for some really special boss fights, it's not just hit it with some element or hit it 5 times with an element. It will be more tricky. Like, I actually think like having several phases, like you have to do 1, 2, or 3 things in a row even to actually break the enemy. So we can all imagine like there's an enemy, you first have to hit it with cold, and then you have to hit it with heat, and then you have to hit it with shock, and then you have to hit it with wave. Maybe in random order even. And after you did all of that, it actually breaks. That's just one example. So that's like the kind of thing you can expect later in front of the game. And if that, when you actually do that,
make it so. You could make it so that you have to hit him simultaneously with 2 elements.
oh no, that's bad.
Like.
No, that's just bad
I know.
because it's really hard to execute. It should always be something that's doable. Like, it is executable if you do stuff like, oh, okay, now I shoot this way, let it bounce on a wall, and then I shoot directly, and I hit roughly at the same time. But it's not the kind of stuff you can expect from a normal player to do. So maybe for some really optional fights, but
Felix,
it kind of sounds like
our.
Yeah. I remember your puzzles that you did in the past.
Oh, you mean those amazing ones that we've never used?
Yeah, for strange reasons we never used those. I wonder why.
I would say we haven't used them yet. Oh, I just saw a new post by Pixel Prospector on Tumblr about Hyperlight Drifter.
Oh, it probably has a lot of likes.
Pixar.
Non-science asked, is there any enemy that have to heavily rely on shield? Most enemy attacks can be easily dodged with dash, but using shield is harder and fun. Well, strictly speaking, I think the seahorse attack is actually difficult to actually block. So that's one enemy where the shield makes sense.
I would also say the snowman, to be honest. But But then again, the snowman is actually better to fight if you just use the environment.
Yeah.
I hope there will be a special handy version of CrossCode after release where he can just realize all his crazy ideas.
Oh,
but
gosh.
actually, I can realize most of the crazy ideas. It's just that I
Like the
rounded
crazy
them off a
quests.
bit.
It's like you will find those probably in Henne quests, like the Henne quests, like the Dark Souls style game of CrossCode. I don't know.
They aren't that hard. Felix, please. You
No, it's perfectly accurate, really. All right, so let's see if that works. So here we have those stupid. I hate them already. Oh, it did not work. God damn it. What's wrong? Ah, I know why it doesn't work. So let me explain. The thing is,
a Henne chick.
A Henne chick.
Yes.
As an enemy, yeah. That will be your guest role.
Oh yeah, right. Like and you have to hit it, but then
whenever you hit the Henne chick, whenever you hit the Henne chick, it's just gonna spawn a very complicated puzzle and run to the next room. And then you have to repeat it 5 times. It's like the most annoying enemy in the whole game. That sounds like a good idea.
Attacking the Henne chick basically activates the Chaos Edition, like with the Mario 64 Chaos Edition. It just activates the random effect. Like for example, Leia turns into a chair, or not a chair, a sign. Then you have to.
Okay, so now the reason why this didn't work, what I was doing is I implemented the Steam Week reaction, but it's not enabled. You actually have to enable all the reactions explicitly that are possible to be triggered. So so if I now did I get their name right? Yes. I really should implement a proper editor for this list already. It's actually probably just maybe I will do this later. It's just probably 5 minutes or something. So let's see if that works. What's actually kind of annoying, I always have to restart the game when I change an enemy because they're cached. That's troublesome.
Oh yeah,
okay.
That's, I mean, I
can't be helped.
Notice it as well. Oh, what's this?
So, actually that's another interesting thing. It will not work on the first hit. I actually have to script it that way. It still doesn't work. Damn it.
I have to restart the.
Oh, okay. Now it worked. That is
really quick.
Huh. I wonder why that was. Interesting. Okay, this one is now weak, but it doesn't do anything. Huh. It doesn't really regenerate from the weak state. Why is that? In the weak state I said, after the tracker weak regen is ready, you switch to the weak state. Yes, great, great, awesome. That's after you regenerated from the weakness, you turn to the weak state. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. I hit the wrong enemy. I think what probably happened, I hit an enemy that was not in combat array. Let me actually fix this too. Right now I said like it always reacts to Steam in the default state, but before it actually joins combat it's in the idle state, so I have to just copy the same reactions to the idle state and then it should work. Why don't they shoot bubbles that you could turn to Steam? Actually, that's exactly what I want to implement. It's just the next step. So first I'm just gonna implement like the break behavior, which is essentially done now, I think. And next I'm actually gonna implement that they will shoot bubbles that you can turn to Steam. That's actually the whole idea here. So yeah, it's really similar to the kamikazes, if you think about it. Even to a point where in Cannon Burst it's essentially the same enemy, but it's not quite the same because it behaves different in combat. It's more defensive, like trying to run away all the time. keeping distance. Why do I select that it's still cached? Yep, here we go.
Why don't they shoot bubbles that you could turn to steam? Solid versus hollow.
And I just answered this question.
Okay, sorry, I was
Yeah.
distracted.
Okay, works. Whoa, okay, I probably have to reduce the range again a bit. Or rather, that's actually something I really have to fine-tune, like the range of... currently the range of the steam is kind of not very precise. Which is also because I actually had a really strange bug this morning when I was starting with that enemy. It's like, sometimes the steam didn't hit it, and sometimes it did. It was just seemingly random. And I found out it was because I had this before. Like I said, the center of the hit area is essentially 32 pixels below the bottom point of the entity that exploded. And then it was just 32 pixels high, or actually it was 24 pixels in both cases. Anyway, that means the explosion was exactly along the bottom of the entity, and it made just happen that the enemy was actually just a few pixels higher than the water bubble, and then you wouldn't hit it at all. That was just stupid, so that's why it should be in the center, not on the bottom. In fact, I think I'll make it even 8. Yeah. Oh, seems to work now, anyway. Wrong level. Wow. Oh man, I love it when you hit two enemies in a break condition at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
With the camera always zooming from one enemy to the next. It kind of has this Smash Brothers feeling, I think. When you hit several enemies with the same smash attack.
What other enemy does this happen to a lot?
The kamikazes. When you hit several with the same bomb.
Yeah, right.
That is always awesome.
In this one.
And here it's pretty similar. Yeah.
In this one special boss wave fight, right? Or not boss wave, enemy wave. In the small arena, I think.
You mean when you have all the cold bugs, or what?
Yeah, that too, right. But I was also thinking about the location where you had to fight against several kamikazes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think there was... I think the most you had was always 2. I think you never had more than 2.
Yeah, but that's already like more than 1.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, we have Nightbot. Actually, Nightbot is so dark you can barely read it on the background. Can you maybe change the color or something? Is that possible? Just asking that to Stefan. So if you can change the color of the Nightbot name, would be cool, because right now it's really difficult to read it. Probably impossible on the stream because of the compression and everything. So, I want to change some things for the weak state before I implement the attack. Usually whenever an enemy is weak, in our case it's blinking red, and that's what I want to implement now. That's why we usually have the weak start method and the weak end method. And I can't just copy it from the kamikaze enemy really, because essentially it's the same. Let's see. Mine kamikaze. Yeah, weak start. And weekend. So all it does is really just spawn an effect permanently, so this effect even persists after the action. And weak end essentially removes the effect, and that's it. And it's pretty easy, so when you...
2 is more than...
Sorry, what?
No, go on. No, go on. Go on. I will.
So when you hit it, and you make it weak, we start the weak start. Sorry. Oh, damn it, curry rice. We start the weak
God
start
damn it, curry.
method. Yeah, the curry's at fault. So you start it with the reaction, and you end it with this when the tracker is ready. With this entry here. Save it, and let's see if that works. Please run the game. I'm running the game right now. I hope that's okay now. What? And
Yes.
don't quite get the context, I guess.
Yes. Running the game is something that happens once in a while doing game dev.
Well. Okay. You go. Ding! And it's blinking red as it should be. KKK. Working. Yes. Oh man, this is already fun. I can see that this enemy is fun. And this one is supposed to be fun actually. It's not supposed to be a very difficult enemy. So if people are now saying, nah, this enemy is too easy, it's no challenge, it's actually on purpose. Because the plan is to mix this enemy with a lot of other enemies which are more challenging. So it shouldn't be too annoying, otherwise it's not gonna be fun. Okay. Right, let's start with the next step where it actually attacks the player. And for that, I have to extend the water bubbles, essentially. Because right now the water bubbles just have, when you spawn it, it's just essentially kind of stuck there. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it's just there and you have to hit it with the ball. It actually only reacts to player balls at the moment, and then it's just gonna burst. And I want to create a special kind of bubble. The bubble that the enemy is about to shoot is the same thing in principle. However, it's gonna track the player, like with a certain degree of steering. So you can dodge it, but it's kind of like a homing missile, essentially. A very slow missile. It's really slow actually. And it's gonna explode when it's close enough. So that's actually what I plan to do is like when it's close enough like to hit you, it's gonna blink really redly, and then you have like a fraction of a second to dodge, and then it's gonna explode. So you have some time to react and avoid it, but you have to be quick. And after some time it's gonna explode automatically. So it's not gonna fly there permanently, and it's gonna explode when you're close to it. So that's the idea. However, you can still hit it with a heat ball, and it will just explode immediately in the opposite direction, like in the direction of the heat ball. And that's how you can use it to stun the jellyfish enemy with its own bubble, essentially. So that's the idea. And it's also why the enemy actually I think will it be easier? I'm currently thinking what makes sense here. I'm thinking you could just say that you just have to hit it immediately when the bubble is shot, and then you just hit the enemy immediately, and that's how you can counter it. But I think maybe that's too easy. I'm not sure. You could say that after the jellyfish spawns a bubble, it's essentially how to say it? It's invulnerable for a very short time. So then, when you hit it immediately with the heat ball, it's not gonna hit because it's invincible in that moment.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go off the Discord and keep working on this.
All right, so you can focus better.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck then.
Bye.
Hey. Oh, somebody asked about what language is that. All right. Right. Let me show you.
It's English
Peep.
with a bit of German accent.
Great, Hannah. Thanks for the contribution.
I'm helping.
Yeah. No, like the programming language that's used to write this game is. I mean, people already spoiled it, so there's no. I'm still gonna show the image because that's the thing we do.
Can't
Just
you
give-
also make a Nightbot, give a Nightbot command that?
Probably. I mean, all it has to do is just link the image. Probably just a link would be enough.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. We could use it like at least once a stream, most likely.
Yeah, it essentially happens every stream. So here, that's what we use. We use JavaScript. CrossCode is 100% HTML5. It's originally based on the Impact.js engine. However, we modified this engine to a large degree, about 90 to 95%. We essentially wrote the rendering, the physics engine. We extended the entities, essentially making them three-dimensional. So they have three-dimensional coordinates, three-dimensional dimensions. Size is like a cube, not just
Yeah.
a square or a rectangle. So and that's what we did. So that's a lot of extensions, but still it's all HTML5. It's all JavaScript. It runs in a web browser. You actually can play a demo version on www.cross-code.com. And we use Node WebKit to actually create a desktop application that we can provide people over Steam. So that's the idea. Right.
Yes. So we.
Fuba0815 asked, Luxen, what do you think of the new Gundam series? I think you mean Iron-Blooded
It
Orphans, right?
sucks.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's really, really great. Just recently watched the last episode and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes,
I think
it's great. It's amazing, and it also. I mean, let me just search it again.
And I'm gonna say I think my most favorite episode was like the beach episode.
Beach episode.
Even though it was sort of dramatic, but I really like one particular scene in that episode that was like right before the middle break. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was the funniest scene.
That
One
was
of
the
the
best
funniest
scene.
scenes I've ever seen.
Now we have an awesome song. What was the name again?
What?
The Oracle. Is that the name? I think it's how it's called, but it has many different names. Like the fight against Tantalos, or this guy. The second last boss
right.
fight. That one is amazing.
I was just thinking, hey, do you mean like from Gundam or what? Because that also.
He was talking about
has-
Mobile Suit Unicorn RE006.
Oh, that one.
96.
Yeah, it's actually a new one that started like yesterday or tomorrow or something. Or
Why are so many Gundam shows? God damn it.
Well, actually, I think Gundam Unicorn is actually it's actually an old series, or rather an old movie or something, and it's now getting a TV series or something. I mean, I've heard a few good things about it, but from what I think I'm not all that interested by it, because I think Unicorn is. Let me just look. I think Unicorn is a lot more like Gundam Wing and less like a good Gundam series. No, what? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it so far. I'm just gonna. I mean, there's also this mini series that's currently running, or it's called Thunderbolt, which is really, really good so far. Which is way more seinen, or way more. It's way more mature than this childish Iron-Blooded Orphans. With its light-hearted themes and stuff.
Oh, Vagrant Story soundtrack. I would like to listen to that one again. Has been
Oh
some time.
yeah, right.
Maybe I think Secret of Mana's almost over. I can listen to it afterwards.
I mean, I was planning to give you like 2 links to Gundam backgrounds songs.
Ah, from Iron-Blooded Orphans?
Yeah, I've
Oh my
found
gosh.
2 of those.
I want
at
to
least.
listen to those.
I mean, but that's only like 5 or 6 minutes of music.
That's
so
alright,
it
as long
won't,
as if
like-
it's because I really love some of the background music in Iron Blood Orphans. It was really great.
I mean,
wanna
I
listen
have,
to
like,
it again.
The main battle theme.
Okay. But the physics is like in Blood Orphans. Okay, interesting.
Wait a second, I'm actually not sure if it's actually the right. It has the old graphic style, but the physics of okay. I'm not. Wasn't in which oh, it's like Universal Century. Oh yeah, it apparently is. It's basically like it's playing in the original Gundam timeline. I think at least. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I saw this trailer for this movie named Hardcore Henry. It's a first-person action movie about a cybernetically enhanced man.
Okay.
Okay.
Hardcore Henry. That is an interesting name. Oh, I need some
Didn't we
water.
once?
Give me a second,
I
I'll be
think-
right back.
Yes, you're a fish. You're a fish.
Yes, I need water, exactly.
Oh
because I'm a
no,
fish.
wait. God damn it. Interestingly, Henry doesn't speak because his voice module is malfunctioning.
No! Oh my gosh! Damn it!
How could you?
It was right next to me, I just didn't see it. The water.
Actually,
Seriously.
I think there was also. I think there was a lesser known Uwe Boll movie that was also first person, but I'm not sure if it actually was. Maybe I'm mixing something up here. Okay.
Oh man,
okay,
have I been
okay.
that loud? If my voice is too loud, I'm maybe gonna turn it down a bit. I sometimes get the impression that my voice is too loud in the stream.
I mean, for me it's not, but I'm not hearing you over Steam, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna send you.
Okay. Hello.
This is like the main, one of the main battle themes, but the other one.
What did you send?
In Discord, like the
I'm
main
still
battle
listening.
theme, basically.
Currently we have like medium
Yeah,
guns.
I'm just. Yeah, oh yeah, the most important,
Mm,
one of the most important themes.
that one is
Or,
really
or
awesome.
rather, I think it might be like the among the 5 most iconic themes of the game, maybe, which is
Yeah.
saying a lot because the game has like tons of iconic themes, like the
That's
main
true.
theme, the super sad theme, which has a name that I forget all the time. The first field theme, the boss theme,
Mm.
and all the 3 flying themes, basically. God damn it!
Why did they have to call
And the
it
Iceborne
Unicorn? It's like one is Iron-Blooded Orphans and then you have Unicorn. Let's just compare
I
those
think
two
it's
words. Iron-Blooded
I think
Orphans
the
and Unicorns.
well, the
Got
thing
to
is, Unicorn is older.
Yeah.
Unicorn was originally an OVA,
Hmm.
and I think it's Unicorn because it's. I think the main Gundam in the series is called
It's
Unicorn because it has a unicorn like design with a horn on its head or something.
I see.
I'm not sure by the thing. Where is it? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just mixing it up because, like, in Thunderbolt, the thing was also called Thunderbolt, I think. Oh no, wait, the sector was called Thunderbolt.
I see.
But you should definitely see that one as well, because it's only like 4 episodes. And I mean, the first episode really looked amazing from production values, and it had a lot of style. So it's definitely something that you should watch at some point.
I see. Okay.
Gundam Unicorn. CrossCode Unicorn. Actually, there do exist Uwe Boll movies that are kind of decent. I mean, I think Rampage was pretty good, from what I've heard. Like one of his in quotation newer ones, which he did like 4 years ago or something. That was supposedly really good, and there was also another one that is pretty old that he did before he did like his video game adaptations, in quotation mark. That was also way more indie, and I mean, I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard that it was somewhat interesting at least. Wasn't Postal also really bad? I mean, maybe not as bad as Alone in the Dark, but
Follow the target. Yeah. Credit song.
Oh yeah, didn't Secret of Mana also have this really weird and totally out of place credit music?
Was it out of place? It was really happy, which was kind of strange because a character just died. Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, and the entire ending
was
the entire ending was pretty bittersweet, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending sounded more like something you would find in a first-party Nintendo game, and not in like Secret of Mana.
I didn't thought about that much out of place, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back then you didn't think about it that much because I mean the game was also pretty weird in many ways.
Yeah.
But
also the Holorö and translation nonsense, and I know. I still remember that I was too stupid at the time to understand the concept of levels. It was like the first game that introduced leveling to me, and at the beginning I didn't quite get it.
You see, guys, I mean, he's now developing a professional RPG basically, but he didn't understand levels at some point.
Yeah. You always learn or something.
And now he's doing the best action RPG ever.
Yes.
Yes. And that's why it's the best game ever. Do you recognize where that's from?
Yeah, sure. And that's why it's the best game ever.
Lucrezia. Come on, guys. Let us save the world. No, I can't. Oh man, I think we are quoting Egoraptor or Game Grumps like every damn stream. And someday senpais will notice us and let's play CrossCode, and then we will become rich automatically. Because
that's how it works.
That's how PR works.
That's how we do it.
I mean, actually, have you ever talked to like Pixel Ferrets again after the since like Dodger and and Strippin did like the big Grandia Let's Play.
Did we?
I would be really curious if there was a big like effect on the Grandia sales.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't talk to them about that, and since that.
Okay. I mean, it might be business secrets and stuff, but yeah, who knows? But it's because like the Let's Play those two did was really amazing. It was really entertaining to watch. I mean, it basically got me back into playing Grandia. So.
Okay, all right. Currently, I was thinking what to do, and now I think I got it.
You are concentrating on stuff.
Yeah, trying to. It's always the same. Oh, actually, I'm now over. Now it plays some weird random song. What is this? Bonus music or some remix that just put a remix at the end of the soundtrack. What is this? Okay, where's your music?
I might give you another one as well. Oh yeah, I will give you that one as well.
Now we listen to some Mobile Suit Gundam. It's just 2 minutes, man.
The other one is also about 3. So. God, I can't find the amazing piece that was used in the
Oh man, this is
second to
good.
last episode.
I hope we don't get problems by listening to.
I think background music isn't as problematic.
Okay.
Well, unless it's Attack on Titan, because they have like a publisher or something, or a music label for the soundtrack that is really strict in claiming like YouTube videos.
I see.
And they are ironically called Pony Canyon. Das Leben ist kein Ponyhof, but apparently music copyright is.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, I'm also really excited for the season 2 of the series. I mean, I've really grown to love those characters pretty quickly. And no, we are not using the Boku no Pico piano thing. God damn it, Peter.
Actually, this is enough already. Yeah, just like this.
What's this?
I'm currently implementing, for information, I'm currently working on the routine that makes the water bubble follow the player or the target in more general. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
That was a cool one. So what's the next one? It wasn't like, I don't think it was one that I liked so much. Do you have all the songs there or is just a few?
Just to, I mean, I'm basically just searching single songs on YouTube. It's basically the best.
I really
source
need that
I have
soundtrack though. It's really awesome.
Yeah. I would agree. I also have one of those quieter pieces. One of those. But that doesn't work that well, I think. Sandy Desert? That's Sandy Desert. Different definitions. That's also a nice title. Oh, that one. Oh wait, that is the one that's. Oh no, that's a different one. I think you will like this.
Okay.
Send it to you real quick.
Man, something's weird with that music.
Is the music not playing right, or
Like
is
the
the
quality is
video
kind of
weird?
like something is breaking about the music. It's not a very good
Oh
recording.
yeah, well, it's on YouTube. I mean, what do you expect nowadays?
Nah, that's not YouTube.
I mean,
It's just a back
I know
recording.
it's
It's not
I'm
a high
going-
quality anime music rip.
Yes. No,
We need
I'm not
Tivasana to do that.
I'm not blaming YouTube. It's rather that you don't really find very good, very high quality
Yeah.
soundtracks on YouTube nowadays.
Mm.
For good reasons, admittedly, because it's not all that officially.
Not that legal. Yeah.
Yeah, officially wanted to just upload those to
Mm.
YouTube.
Actually, why am I doing this? There's a very easy function for that. Get entity. Get dist vec
Okay,
to.
That has a very. This is actually the song that I wanted to hear, but the quality is terrible.
Ah man.
But I know the title now, at least. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh, it's the same. It's the same title that I sent you, so it's not the one that I used.
Okay.
That I searched for. But it has
Sandy
a better-
Desert. Listening to Sandy Desert now. Mm.
Mhm.
Why would you do this, Felix?
I really like that piece. I like the music piece. That's
It's coding. Yeah, sorry guys. It turns out this is a programming stream again. Stream. I don't think it's still like the music that I really liked. I'm not really quite sure what it was, but I was like this one music which has this really awesome part in it. Still looking for this.
wasn't it the one that you had in the beginning, like the first one?
I think it was much later in the episode I noticed it again.
No, I mean the first that I showed you.
Maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure. But I think
Because
I would
that
have
wa-
reacted
because
strongly
that's-
to it.
Is it maybe the one that played when they were fighting against the harem?
No,
Not really.
no. I didn't
Because that's
react too
ve-
strongly to this music for some reason. I don't know, and my taste is different. So okay, anyway, so
Your taste.
these- yeah, whatever. So, background story. Since you don't have any more Gundam music, I actually want to listen to background story. It has an amazing intro.
Mhm.
I really love like the intro composition of background story. It's amazing, like how the music changes, the whole transition, everything. I just want to make sure it's actually. Let me just check if that actually is.
I think I might have found the one that another one that might have been really good.
Okay.
Maybe that is the one that you
Okay, just
reacted so
post it
strongly.
because then afterwards I'm gonna switch
No,
to background story.
yeah, but I don't see. I haven't found it in decent quality.
Oh, okay. Anyway, background story then.
Yeah, just.
Ah, yes. I really love the background story in True Music. It's like, it also is like, it's kind of dynamic because the music changes with how you play. And like, it has this boss fight in the intro, and the way the music changes when the boss fight starts is so amazing. It's one of Sakimoto's best works, I think. So... I wonder how this will work. If I actually give it an acceleration, I also need to set, man, it has a very low air friction. I wonder how that works. Probably should set some max velocity. Now this song is not the one I was talking about. I don't know what this song is. I think
Which
that's
one?
like, which is currently playing in the background. I mean, I can give you the link to
Well,
the
I don't hear
soundtrack
it.
if you want to listen to it too.
Yeah, okay.
I just send it to you
great.
here. I'm currently at the second song, though it should update the link, so... That one is pretty... I think that's the one played in parallel to the title screen. If you wait, they actually show a couple of people having a dialogue. Some plot foreshadowing and whatnot, and I think that's when they play it. Yeah, exactly, when you let the menu screen idle. Yes, the next one, that's the intro song.
You mean 3 climax of the...
Yes. That's the one.
Okay.
But it, I can tell you when I start listening to it, then you can listen to it and think.
Okay. Oh god. No. While searching for the damn song, I also found a short video of the damn scene.
The damn scene. The amazing scene.
That amazing scene, yeah.
You can paste it in there. That's something I would like to share with the others. It's also it's no spoilers. Almost no spoilers.
I mean, and we can share it in chat without getting into trouble. So wait a second. It's actually just the hiccups. It's actually just the soundtrack that I found. But I think I can find the scene as well.
Ah, come on, let's not be distracted too much. I actually want to focus on game development. Let's save this for later, maybe. I at least want to implement how the bubble flies to you and explodes by itself. That's something I would like to finish. So I now implemented. What I need next is some kind of combat step. Do I have actually puzzle steps? Yes.
Oh,
Rain bomb. Yes, there's an action step called Rain Bomb.
Rain Bomb?
Yeah.
Well, is it Rain Bomb or is it Ryan Bomb?
Rain Bomb.
Okay.
Why Ryan Bomb?
Because you can't have a rainbow without Ryan, baby.
That's a bow, not a bomb.
Bow? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's also Ryan.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Dark Drakey got himself Hyperlight Drifter, and he likes it.
Cool.
That's good, because it looks good. And I guess it also plays good. I haven't played it so far, sadly.
It's actually still... Man, this song is really long. The second one.
Mhm.
Well, it's almost finished. So where was I?
Yeah, I'm at the half point of the song.
I just wrote shoot battle. I wanted to write shoot
Yes.
bubble. Cut them.
Shoot the battle.
Fucking bubbles.
It's basically a peacekeeping force. It shoots battles, so peace is kept.
So, okay, now it starts. Climax
Okay.
of the Greyland incident. I'll make it a bit louder.
So I heard Vagrant Story was a good game.
It is. I never finished it, I have to admit. Because I was too stupid to understand the gameplay.
Well,
but it's really good.
you never finish Final Fantasy games, and Vagrant Story is
Yeah,
kind of
well-
a Final Fantasy game. It's more a spin-off
Yeah.
of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, kind of, sorta.
Or rather, it's a weird case. It's kind of not. It was like made into a spin-off later on because they used the scenario for Final Fantasy Tactics games later.
Yeah, I think the thing about blending songs is that you have to be very precise about the timing, and it's actually something that is possible with the web technologies. There's Web Audio API. The only reason why we don't do this is because we have some stupid backward compatibility with HTML5 normal regular audio, which is something we don't really need that much, to be frank. But it's mostly that we could do something like this, just kind of avoid it because it's not really necessary, and it's some technical effort and necessary to do that or something. Okay. So now you can already listen like something dramatic is happening because music
Oh, yeah.
changes. Yeah. It's like the first encounter, I think. Oh, actually, I think that's just when he actually enters a building or something. If I remember correctly.
Oh god, I just realized again that there was a game called Crystal Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
That also was set officially in the Evalis scenario, but that was basically just a really cheap and bad tower defense cache-in with.
Oh, man, this sucks.
I think that even used the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced graphic.
Okay.
So it was really bad. I mean, terrible cache-in.
Okay.
It was basically also the time when like everyone was making tower defense games. And I guess they were like, yeah, okay, I guess we can do that as well and get some money for nothing.
So now it's that's just risen right now.
Risen.
It's like Vagrant Story actually has a very ambient soundtrack. There's a lot of pieces which just don't have a lot of melody and harmony, but it has some pieces which have really great, are very orchestral and stuff. So, but it's kind of so okay. Now it actually changes. Wait, okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if that was the right transition. Anyway,
It seems a bit abrupt, to be honest.
yeah, I think something is not done well here on the soundtrack side. There's always everything is a pretty smooth transition. I think that's some kind of flashback or something that's happening here. was I doing? So here. Walking bubble. Let it fly for 5 seconds, 4 seconds. We have to experiment. Booble! Actually, we don't do anything with that, so never mind. Okay, I think that's all we need. Let's see if that actually works. First I have to configure the action of the enemy. So, Bubble Thinkle now actually shoots an actual bubble.
Yay.
Actually, don't shoot a proxy. It's I have to restart the editor. Just add a new step. Oh, that's Sydney's breathing motive. Yeah, he uses this all the time. Now something
Breathing?
dramatic happens again. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
This is weird chanting that you hear all the time. Cool. So far this is again very ambient, but there comes a very cool build up at the end, I think.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I really like it as an ambience
Yeah.
piece so far.
Mm. Now you notice that something is building up. That rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah. No, attack me please. And the game crashes. No class method, water bubble entity. Weird? Really? Oh. What? Oh, come on. Really, I'm so focused right now. Can you listen now? The melody or the harmony is slowly getting in there.
It's getting too intense now. I can't. Sydney took an arrow to the heart. He's okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Now it starts
wow.
actually.
Oh wow, Pyra, like from Ruby, also took an arrow to the heart. She's less okay. And then Celia said, she now lives in our lungs. Because she turned into dust. Spoiler.
Now comes the cool part here.
Oh yeah, that's...
Come on, attack me, guys. Water bubbles! They're following me somewhat. Not that much, really. Come on, guys. For some reason they're not really all that good in following me. And I think the reason is probably the air friction.
The air friction?
Yeah. Or something like that. Let me just see.
Oh,
Actually,
that sounds really nice.
Yeah. That's Satoshi Sakimoto, like exactly his style. Okay, I want to debug. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. It's not even... The whole following routine is not entered, so... Why? What is the problem? I don't have any... What? Why is there no target? Oh. Now there is a target. Oh god damn it, guys! I'm making so many stupid mistakes. I'm really bad at programming during the stream. Here, it has to be follow target.
It's pretty hard to program when you're distracted by it.
Yeah. Programming is one of these things you really have to concentrate. Nah, whatever. I found it. I don't think Kovac 911. I should really know your name because you're around here all the time. But Fmod, I don't. The thing that the web has is web audio, and they try to provide some of the features that Fmod actually has. So they have some functionality for 3D audio, is essentially placing sound sources somewhere in 3D space and things like that. So I don't think you will find Fmod directly in the web, but the web audio API essentially tries to provide the same functionality, or at least some of it. And now it's all churches and bells in background story.
Yes.
Come on, attack me with bubbles. Come on, what's going on? Yes. Oh, look, they're following me! Whee! Actually, that's not too bad. I like it. Look. Hey. Cool. It's a weird combination of air friction and they're rotating slowly towards player. I like it. It's actually a nice movement curve. Let's see if I can now counter it. Yes.
Final Fantasy 13 is not part of the Final Fantasy metaverse. Ignore it. Final
There's
Fantasy
a metaverse.
has a metaverse?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. You can even bounce those balls that they're shooting. That's actually pretty cool. So like they're shooting bubbles at you, and why is this one not moving? Damn it. Some things are still strange, I guess. Oh. No wait, that's really strange. How did this happen? Okay. Okay, so that works, roughly. Now, right now the bubbles are not really a threat to you because they don't damage you. So next thing I'm gonna implement is that they will explode when they get close to you.
Oh yeah, right. Now the Twitch is actually working for me right now, so I can see it.
Amazing.
I mean, it's really kind of like the water version of the kamikazes.
Yeah, the bubbles currently are pretty harmless because they don't do any damage. Unless you shoot them with a heat ball and magically hit yourself with it, which is pretty difficult because they don't have any They just make damage in the direction of the heat ball. So,
Yeah, true. It's not like those water blocks that explode.
no, those jellyfish actually don't have any shock attacks, which is usually what you associate with jellyfish, but well, not this time. They actually do heat attacks.
I mean, which kind of makes not. It depends. I mean, aren't jellyfish like more and more poison people?
Well, yeah.
People, creatures.
Actually, it doesn't make sense that they do shock attacks either. It's like somebody just came. That's probably from Zelda, because there we have the jellyfish enemies,
those. Those, yeah. Yeah, you could have it ricochet off a wall and come back towards you, dealing damage.
Sure,
you could do that, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to try really hard to damage yourself. Okay, how does the frequency system work for having several actions with frequencies in a single state? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly explain this, so modders have better understanding. You can have an arbitrary number of actions, and it's always evaluated from top to bottom. And the first action that is true will be done. So has target is usually false, because usually the enemies keep their target, so this is always skipped. And then if the target for some reason should be too far away, the enemy will follow. And the same if it's too close, it's gonna escape. That's for this enemy. And here we have the first attack. And with frequencies, it's always like attacks will be executed if this frequency is valid, which has some internal evaluation, like there's a timer for the enemy and a timer for all enemies to make sure that the enemies don't spam attacks simultaneously. So you don't have to care about it. All you have to know is that if you set it to normal, it's usually executed like every now and like regularly, like pretty often actually. If you have multiple normal attacks, something like this doesn't make sense, because here it's always gonna, when the normal frequency is active, it will immediately execute this one and nothing else. So this doesn't make sense. If you want to have several attacks that needs to be executed, either like if you have 3 normal frequency attacks and one of them should be, let's just say 2. You have 2 of them and one of them should be executed randomly. Then you can do an extra requirement, which is essentially random. Random just says, yeah, with what probability is it actually executed, and you can say 0.5. That means with 50% probability this attack gets executed. If that's not the case, the next one is. And the interesting thing about random is you can actually stack several properties here, and it's not that the randomness is evaluated for each entry, but it's actually only evaluated once. Actually, the music's kind of loud right now. Let me just turn this a bit louder.
Yes. Yeah,
like
it's varying a bit.
Oh, now it's the Minotaur theme. That one is pretty good too. Okay. So the randomness is only evaluated once. So what you can do is something like this. You can say, for the first one it's like 30%, 0.3. For the next one it's also 3%, but you add it. And then you have 0.6. So here we have a 30% probability that the first one is executed. If that one is not executed, the next one is again 30%, because it's 30% more compared to the previous one. And then this one gets executed. And then if both of them are not executed, you have like a 40% probability that the last attack is executed. That's how it works. Alright, and yes, finally there are many frequencies, and that's usually what you want to do. So I actually suggest that you don't do too much randomness, but rather you use you try to design it without randomness, but use different frequencies. So you have a sometimes attack and a normal attack. That happens, that's usually the combination we have. And the idea here is that when you have different frequencies, you should always put the lower frequencies at the top. That means sometimes must happen before normal, because when sometimes evaluates to true, normal usually always evaluates to true as well. So if you have it this way around, it will almost always, essentially always, stop at this point. So the sometimes attack never gets executed, and you don't want this. So you should always put the rare occasions first. That's important. So you can have a rare, a sometimes, and a normal. So that's like how you would do it. And yeah, that's exactly how it would work essentially. Yeah, so that's how the frequencies work in the combat system. And I have to admit, like, the system is not perfect. If you have too many enemies, frequencies might behave weird. And that's why for the mass code bug battle, I actually had to tweak something with trackers instead, because the frequencies didn't do the job properly. It's kind of complicated. I tried to fix that, but it's a really complicated system, to be frank. it's really hard to find a good solution here, and so I'm just trying to go with what we have. Yeah, so I hope this helps. So good luck in designing cool enemies. I really should try some of those sometime. Alright, back to work.
Yes. Oh. But that theme just now, I think I've known that from somewhere else. I'm not
Sometimes
sure.
you found background story music in RPG Maker games.
Yeah, maybe. No way, commercial music and
All the time. Okay. Okay, this is actually not circular explosion, it's circular steam. Whatever that means. Oh man, kinda having... starting to get a headache. It's just 10 o'clock.
yeah, I'm also pretty tired, so we might not stream till midnight this time.
Yeah,
I think,
maybe we'll do it a bit shorter this time around. Mostly because I kind of feel a bit not too great. Marka posted something saying, "Oh shit, can I click this one?" Overwatch.
No emotion.
I know, I don't want to watch this now. Circular steam. Yep. Don't need the angle here. Actually, let me first do the effect. That's also something nice to look at, rather than just code. I'm always confused by the Nightbot. I still have to get used to that one. I always say, follow us on Twitter. What? Oh, it's just
yeah,
Nightbot.
right. Maybe we could reduce the frequency a bit or something, because he seems to say it pretty often.
Oh well.
Oh.
Maybe you just stream for too long.
I mean, it's... Yeah, and maybe our chat isn't, like, active enough to... well, it's...
Guys, talk more! You have... Before, like,
Talk
Nightbot
more
starts to do double posts or double chat entries or I don't know what.
Oh, there is the animated short for Overwatch. Okay. Well, I'm not interested unless there is a nice butt pose.
What is this rainbow? What the? Oh my gosh, what is this? It's a rainbow Twitcher.
I'm not sure. Yes.
Amazing. Why?
So have you checked out have you checked out Mitomo?
Yesterday I installed it, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but I didn't really register yet in my Nintendo account because I was distracted then.
Yeah, I'm not really all that interested, and I haven't really touched a lot of Nintendo consoles in the last weeks. But I've seen a lot of it on Twitch, Twitter, and such.
Well, you don't
From
need to
other
touch a
people.
console because it's mobile.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Mitomo is a mobile
that's
game.
okay.
Yeah, it's the first mobile game at Nintendo.
Oh, really?
And from what I saw, it
Oh,
has
yeah, now I get
really,
it.
really good quality. As to be expected from Nintendo, really. But
Yeah, yeah.
I really have
mean,
to
they
look
can
into
even-
it.
Nintendo is so perfectionistic that they even do mobile games that are not shit.
Hopefully. Not sure what I'm doing here.
Now we need some kind of weird GIF that has this quote. Like, bunny with a pancake on its head or something.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. I like that one. Or no, it's I think it's Wyvern, or what's the song called? Ah, Dulahan. Yeah, that one was pretty good too. It's like all the boss themes on Vagrant Story are pretty nice. Vagrant Story was the Dark Souls of PS1 games. Well, it didn't have an action combat, and it was difficult, but it was much more about strategy, I think.
Yeah.
Or and like the system was kind of complicated, from what I remember.
Yeah, I've read about that. That it's really complicated for that, especially for that time.
Yeah. Layer is hot thanks to 10 G coins. Yeah.
She was hot before that. God damn it! just not in game.
Mhm. Just put on some makeup or something. I don't know. Yup. 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 Oh, damn it. I forgot something important here. Have to connect the combatant entity to the bubble that was missing. Otherwise, we can't really do the explosion. I mean, all these explosions from bombs and from water bubbles as well, they're always connected to the stats of the one who starts the explosion. So, that's why,
Oh yeah.
why it's important. Okay, so what is the radius now? It's actually not quite as high. Central angle is 1 here. Always full is true. 32. No, wait. 32, that's about right. There's no direction. Central angle 1, yes. Okay. So now I have the circular steam explosion implemented. Now I just have to trigger it, and it's quite simple. If vec2 length from cvec2 is actually smaller than 32, in that case, this is circular steam. And yeah, I think the rest. Oh, I have to kill the entity when this is done. This is actually really important. And also
Kill it.
kill it with fire. That's exactly what you do with water bombs. You kill it with fire. So let's see if that works. Maybe the enemies will be now a bit more of a threat. What the f— oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure Shizuka will hate that one. Sombra Hedgehog. Yep, look, oh my gosh! Just one hit killed me. Because I was level 1. Oh, I'm now...
And Twitch is freezing again, god damn it.
Damn you, Switch, why you suck so much?
Twitch.
Hit me, hit me! Ah, yes! Really dangerous all of a sudden. Another thing I plan to do is actually that those entities actually I think they should explode much earlier. Like 32 is not... is too close. Actually, no, here. That's essentially balancing. You have to really find the right distance for both triggering and the effect to make sure that it's actually a threat but not too difficult and all that. Actually, I have to restart the game. Get the impression that 32 pixels radius is not enough for this kind of attack. Let's try this again. Wah! Oh snap, okay. It just killed me. I always like level up right before I get respawned. Earlier. Die, jellyfish, die. Huh. Okay, so another thing is that those bubbles probably should have another collision mode when they're following the player, because right now they're stuck on other bubbles. That's not so great.
Oh yeah, it's
That's very simple. I'm just gonna change the call type to ignore. That should do the trick. No, the music is all choir. I really should listen to this. Vacuum Story is a pretty good soundtrack to work in parallel, because not too doesn't.
it's not too distracting, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's ambient enough, so that's a good thing. This kind of music actually also works when you do programming to some extent. Cool. Okay, so something I plan to do with these bubbles later on is that those bubbles that actually hurt you, they are gonna be blinking red. So that way you actually know that they're dangerous. Right now they just look exactly the same, which is kind of confusing. And for some reason all steam explosions are different now. I just broke something here. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Please. So right now it's kind of confusing because will be interesting if two bubbles merge into larger and have a larger stream explosion. You know, that's actually kind of a cool idea, but it would just mess up with all the stuff we planned right now, so it's probably a bit too late to implement that. We already planned out how all the puzzle elements work in the heat dungeon, and that we didn't really consider that.
yeah, right. And I think we already have a lot of possibilities with the ones that we have.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, now let me see if I can actually beat those with level 22. It should be easy.
It should work. I mean, you don't have like 22 equipment, but you should still have enough power. Usually.
We as developers should be able to defeat them even when we have like not perfect equipment and stats, because
yeah,
we are pretty good at the game, so because we play it all the freaking time. Yeah, that was
Be
pretty
more
easy.
modest,
Maybe too
please.
easy. No, well, come on. Everybody gets really good at a game when you play it 1,000 times. It's not much about skills. It's just about learning. And also, I know all the strategy for most of the enemies anyway. Like, the only enemies which are difficult are those that Hen is doing for some strange reason.
Well,
That's
you can
because-
say that.
That's because I didn't do them. That's what I was saying. That's the point I was making. Because I don't know the strategy automatically, so that's why it's difficult.
Well, I mean, but then again, I mean, it's most of the enemies that I do are most like variants, like those turrets are just the turrets with a shield, and Um,
You know what enemy is hard? Sombra Hedgehog. Yeah, I can imagine
Yeah.
that one is pretty hard. Oh man, really have to try this one sometime. Maybe. Actually, did you send me
Sure,
like
what
the
enemy
patch
is-
files? Celio, can you send me the files for Sombra again? Because maybe I will just try to fight it at the end of the stream before we end. So, if you send me the files again, I could do it.
but only if you. But you will need to get information about what level you are supposed to be.
Yeah, tell me
Right.
the level, please.
But then again, the big question is if they even balance the stats according to the level, because
Probably
they
not.
don't have the stat formula.
The Coke
I
is empty. Why do I keep drinking from it? Anyway, so actually, most of the stuff is now done. I mean, the bubbles, they follow you, they explode, they damage you.
And I'm super tired. Sorry,
Alright.
I'm not.
Yeah, if you're too tired,
Yeah.
it's okay for you to leave earlier. I'm probably gonna end the stream rather soon today, because I'm also not feeling too well right now for some reason. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm not sure why. I haven't been in the best state the entire day, to be honest.
Okay.
Not the most productive of.
Okay, so they just sent me the Sombra head check. Let me check that. So I'm just gonna end the stream now by trying. Oh. Seriously, guys, is that how you pack your files? Okay, I guess I just have to replace all that. Okay. Data media. Let me just commit my changes then, so I don't delete anything.
And then you can make a. And then you can make a quick Sombra hedgehog artwork. It's just a hedgehog with recolor.
What?
I think if once you beat Sombra hedgehog, you should also implement implement the silver hedgehog. And he constantly says it's no use with AR messages.
What? I don't get it.
Well, Sonic 2006. There's this one hedgehog that is called Silver,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like an infamous he's like a playable character, but before that he's an infamous boss enemy, because he has like psychic powers, and he can basically throw Sonic around.
Okay.
He can basically just grab him telekinetically
Mm-hmm.
without any chance to evade it, and then throw Sonic against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are unlucky, he throws you against the wall permanently, again and again, because he can grab you again after your recovery animation,
Oh man.
and it's basically an infinite glitch.
Is
And the
there
worst
any
part
end to
is-
the failing of the Sonic franchise?
Actually, that was one of the first games that really were terribly bad, I think.
Okay.
The silver boss
Oh,
fight.
alright, here we
And,
go. It's a Sombra. Oh man. Yeah, I probably should start in the game for the streaming performance. Let's see.
Oh no. Yeah, you should definitely... wait a second, I'm gonna watch the video first.
Okay, here we go. So let me check my level. You say 35? I'm gonna set my level to 35 then.
Oh god, that bug. Oh man.
The thing is now that after I've like said like how good I am at the game, I'm probably gonna fail so hard at this enemy. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Serves me right. So 35. Was it 35? Yep. Right, so here we go. Let me first set some skills actually. I already have skills. It's automatic. Okay. What the fuck? What was this? Oh my god!
Okay, I think it's
What? This attack? God damn it! This is amazing!
Let me guess.
Also like one hit kill.
unfair-
One hit kill, level 35. You guys. This is a bit overkill, but I really like the idea.
I think you should just get out the Shizuka.
Oh, come on, man. That's... Oh, what? Oh, man. That was pretty fast. Okay, I really have to stay distant. It's like the only way I know how I can attack this. Oh my gosh. Seriously, guys. I'm gonna go to level 50 because this is not good balancing. Like an attack that
What
hits you.
the fuck?
One hit kill
I
is
just
not
saw
is
that-
not good game design. You should give the player
No,
at
no.
least that much of a chance so he can understand attacks.
But Felix,
So, yeah.
you should just be able to perfect guard it.
Actually, that's a good question. Does this work? Well, the first few hits,
Most
and then you die.
likely
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, whoa! Holy shit, man! This battle is intense. Holy
no
shit!
use.
And got it. Yoo-hoo!
But
Yeah.
it's. I mean,
Well, it was level
if you got
50, so. But that was
if
really
you got
good.
enough space. I mean, even if the enemy doesn't get used in this form, which is almost certain because like it's kind of unfair.
Well, it's yeah, I really like the attack ideas. So that really is a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea on how you could
That's what I
extend the head shark.
That's what I wanted to
Ah!
say. I mean, it's a good idea to how to extend the hedgehog and
Yeah.
maybe also do some like special super challenge.
Whoa, okay. I see that was
Oh,
like
what the
what
fuck?
melee was about. So when you hit it too much with melee, it actually disappears and then appears again, doesn't attack. That is really awesome.
Mhm.
Ah. No! Ah! Damn it, I clicked the window. This one didn't count.
This one didn't count. By the way, Felix, someone sent a video in chat that you should. I will also send you in Discord real quick because it's
Okay.
really funny. It's about the Sonic Silver fight and it's
Alright.
pretty short. It's only like it's a really funny bug that I didn't even know till till just now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a cool idea how you could extend to a more difficult hedgehog enemy.
Definitely.
It's like
Uh,
the system really allows a lot of stuff, and you could really go wild and do all kind of crazy attacks.
will you keep it in the game so I can look at it after the next?
Well, I can do a commit. Yes, I mean, it's not really official content. I mean, you could just take the archive and just paste it in the game folder, and that's all you need to do, and then you can try
Yeah,
it
I could
yourself.
do that as well too.
I
I mean,
don't want to commit it
the
right
archive-
yet. That's because I want to be careful
Yeah,
about
it's-
adding other people's content or source code base.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like the clone stuff. What is so terrible about the clones is like you have to be careful about these attacks because they do frequently damage, and because they do it so frequently, you really have to lower it, because otherwise you are hit and you're killed immediately, and that's not fun. So you want to give the player the guys to be hit a few times. So it's the same for the ice attacks. The ice attacks from the cold enemies, I actually had to lower the damage. There's a damage factor, and you should do it to at least 0.2 or maybe 0.3 or something around that. And because it compensates for the fact that you hit like very often, and then it works kind of. He said yet, you guys. Good job, you made it in the game. So the thing is, actually, I'm not opposed to the idea to add content that you guys created to the game. It's just that we have to be, I'm
That's
gonna be
good.
frank here, we have to be a bit careful from the legal perspective. Because essentially what you're doing is you're creating free content, or not. That's the thing, it's just giving us content, we're putting in the game. Of course, the game is cooler that way. And then we sell the game and we earn money. And then things might become complicated because we earn money with the content that you contributed. So we just want to be clear that we don't get into any legal problems when we do that. It's different from when I pay people to do us a job because I pay them and that's why they're doing the job. And because you do it for free and just give it for us, I want to be kind of careful with that. But other than that, I don't have any problem with that. And of course, we may do adaptions. That's what we always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So in the end, what it comes down to is like we just have to prepare some documents that you need to sign or anything like that, and that's all. So other than that, I think the idea is pretty cool. And you have to understand that we might do adaptions, of course. But other than that, it's a really cool. I have no problems with that because, quite frankly, like the more good content we get, the better. And you really contribute a lot of cool ideas here already. So that's quite valuable. Very valuable. Okay, so where's that video?
In Discord.
Okay. Gonna stop. Silver throws Sonic in space, roll, okay.
Oh, you should also read the first comment after you're done.
Yeah.
It's really great.
It's no use! Okay,
Yes.
now you flow upwards. And you never stop.
Yes, because you only stop when you hit a wall. Because the attack is so broken and stupid.
What the fridge?
It
How
might be one of
stupid!
the worst-
So let's just say, okay, like when he essentially Sonic just flies away from Silver, whatever, and then never stops until it hits a wall. So they just didn't consider the fact that he might just fly towards the sky.
Yeah, and I mean, Silver is basically one of the worst designed boss battles in video game history, to be honest. Because I mean, even if you don't have such a dumb bug, it's still broken as shit. Especially because he can basically grab you again and again after throwing you against the wall, because you have such a long recovery time, and he can just run towards you and throw you again and killing you. Or what's even worse, because of how the Sonic ring system works, he might throw you into a wall. You might collect a ring that you lost and get energy again. Then he throws you again. You lose your rings again. Collect them again.
Am I ever gonna stop? It's no use.
Yes.
What? I don't get it.
Exactly. And I think that's even what happened in the Game Grumps LP. I mean, they died quite a few times against him, but at least one time they were basically in an infinite loop because they collected rings after every attack.
Okay.
But Silver picked them up all the time, and he basically said it's no use for like three minutes straight.
What the hell? Oh man, Sonic. What did you do? What happened to Sonic? I feel kind of sorry for
And
the
then there
guys
was also
who like this franchise.
totally. I mean, and the worst part is like Sonic Boom is supposedly even worse. So I have no idea.
Hi
what they-
Nightbot, yes, we already have fish games working on CrossCode. Thanks for
Yes.
telling us. Follow us on Twitter.
That's a good point, Malqua. Maybe he isn't saying it's no use, but rather it's no roof.
God damn it! Oh man, oh man.
It's so great seeing Sonic just flying into
Okay,
space.
goodbye Anubis, and awesome enemy so far. I'm really impressed.
Really impressive.
Really good work. So
I mean, I can say from experience that you have most likely spent a lot of time on this, because scripting good attacks is.
Especially since you don't
I
have
mean,
the nice editors. I kind of feel like this
Yeah,
is
right.
like
I
even the
mean,
worst thing. Like you're editing source files, and the thing is,
you must have done it with like per
yeah,
hand, right?
yeah. The thing is, like, I really kind of feel I really would like to give out editors and stuff. The only problem is that the editors are kind of bound to the source code. And if you give out editors, we also give out the whole source code of the whole engine and everything. And that's kind of, it's too risky right now
Yeah,
because this is in development.
right
They want to
now,
really
yeah.
give us that's like all the things we have been working on for such a long time before we even finished the game. So and so that's kind of sad, but still, I mean, if you have any questions, so I'm ready to just answer any detail that you ask about the combat system. So you can ask on stream or send me a mail. That's fine. But I don't want to. It's not that I don't really want to keep that a secret or anything. So, yep. Now I actually want to look like how exactly you did that. Actually, I will probably check this out after the stream. Or actually, let me just open the enemy in the anime editor, so you can look like how it looks like in your in the editor. Where is it? Hedgehog Sombra. So here we go. That's your Sombra hedgehog. It has no trackers. It has a default state, the attack, jump. So I guess you just modified the attack. I guess the jump one was the interesting one. Ah, you did bursts. Okay, that's yeah. Okay. So burst is the burst thing is something that we added early on, and it's a bit more restrictive, but it works. Well, for that kind of thing, how it works is makes sense, and that's also why you have this trail. Since you just displayed the hedgehog effect. Essentially, effect just displaying the hedgehog graphics, and it's just repeating automatically. The thing is, you can actually use proxies these days to make these kind of things more in a more flexible way. So proxies are essentially like an extension that allows you to do more things similar to the spawn burst, just in a more flexible way. Things is it is of course quite a lot more complicated, especially since you don't have an editor. At the dash. Is it the attack or which dash is it? Does large. Hmm. Counteract 1, counteract 2. Okay.
You mean counteraction rising?
Nee, counteract. So counter when you are wrecked.
Oh, oh. I see. But I'm still gonna sing database now. No, I won't. Database.
Counteraction
Datenbank.
rising.
Let's get ready for the
Punchline.
Punchline und miete die Lüge.
Oh, you're actually still using action token. Interesting. Now, action token is actually something that is actually outdated. I'm not sure. Is it actually in the hedgehog still? No. So be careful about the action tokens. That's actually a system that is kind of deprecated. We do plan to remove this maybe in the future, so be kind of careful with that. You really should rely on frequencies instead. That's actually the thing that is preferred here. Okay. But yeah, really, really cool. Okay, so we are now have 10:30.
Again, I mean, how did the time pass so quickly again? God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it actually didn't pass that fast. For some reason, I still think it's rather early. I don't know. So if people want me to draw something, you can make a simple suggestion because I feel like drawing a bit still.
Simple. We always say simple and it never works.
Yeah,
God
it never
damn it.
works, I know. The performance is slow? What? Yeah, it's because I'm currently streaming, you genius. Oh, there was a drawing, Paul, okay. Unicorn the Twitcher. The Twitcher versus it's freezing. The Twitchers versus Sombra Hedgehog. Yeah, that's re-biased, man.
And I think that would also be pretty complicated drawing.
Nah, I don't know. I can make like a very, very simple drawing of the Twitcher versus the Sombra Hedgehog. Like really, I tried to make it before less than before 15 past 11. So that's like the deadline. So Siri, if you send me a Twitcher artwork, so I know I can see the design again, and maybe one of the Sombra Hedgehog, even though I think I can just open the graphics here. Then I'm gonna draw that. That's okay. And Henne, if you want to go earlier, if you're too tired, that's fine. Yes. So you don't have to stay to the end.
But my honor.
Sure. I mean, whatever you prefer. Okay.
Also, I have to stay here and remind you that you are like safe.
Oh yeah, did I have to save? Okay. Change the color to something darker. Okay. Yes, give me the art please, and then I can start drawing something. Have you heard of Lumberyard? It kinda sounds familiar. Wasn't that like the engine that was given out by Amazon exactly? The free AAA game engine. Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Oh yeah.
But didn't look into it that much. Sounds really like a cool thing if you want to do AAA game development. But it's probably not something like it's not an area you want to go too much because it's harsh as an indie to do AAA game development, I think. Kinda sorta. Alright, Discord. Okay, so here is Twitcher with X. And the Twitcher NPC. Copy that one. Okay, Sombra Hedgehog. Copy in here. Okay. Okay, so here we have Hedge And gonna copy this image too. Doop-de-doop. Why? There was this one tweet about the X. So, yeah, that's all I need. Okay, now let's try to do some proper speed painting with an emphasis on speed. So since she is a hexacast, she probably should do some cool magic stuff. No, I'm currently thinking about the pose.
Oh yeah, she was a hexacast. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Twitcher cast. Hexacast with a hood. Okay. So I think I'm making a kind of zoomed, pretty dramatic thing, kind of sorta. Also, you and your stupid spacing Photoshop all the time. Spacing, I need 25% spacing because I don't know why. Seriously. Even though our strokes look like shit that way. Never mind that. Still like the pointy head. Well, you decided. It had to be a round hair hood thing. Trying to figure out a good pose here. Nah, that one doesn't work that well. Yeah, I'm currently posing. That's what I always do when I draw complicated poses. So what kind of shoes does she have? Just regular small shoes, and she actually has a shirt. Okay,
Flip-flops.
flip flops. Yeah. That's a lot of skin for an avatar. Especially for hexacars, really.
Never enough
Hexacars are
skin.
not supposed to be characters that show so much skin, really.
Well, it's a very open
Well,
hearted.
they can, of course, if they want to. So. Okay. Sporty shoes, okay. Kind of like layers, she also has this kind of... there's this old concept art where there's like a note on her shoes which says sportliche Schuhe, like... I don't know what's in English, like... Sporty shoes, yeah, exactly.
Just body shoes, okay.
Yeah. On a very old concept art. Okay, let's see. So I guess this is the hair, the white stuff, right? So I guess it's medium long or something. So that's supposed to be hood, right? So it's supposed to connect to the lower part of body, I suppose. Sort of like, I don't know, Assassin's Creed style. Maybe that's
Okay, I think I'm gonna. Wait a second. First, I'm gonna actually look what you've done so far, because
And then you're gonna run away.
yeah, I'm gonna run away and leave you alone with those
No.
all those people here.
Okay, you well.
Pretty easily. I just go out of Discord. But I mean, we only have like. Oh yeah, right. She stole all the eggs.
What? Yes, you did.
She stole all the eggs from. So the Easter bunnies had to like flood Bergen with bug eggs.
Yeah, that's why. God damn it, Twitcher, what did you do? Leo and Emily had to clean all that mess.
Yep. Well, anyway, I'm gonna leave.
Alright. No. Okay.
Leave.
Goodbye, Hannah.
Bye, Twitch. Bye, Twitch. Bye, Felix. Bye,
Bye
Twitcher.
bye. So, any comments so far? Yeah, kind of like... I thought that it wouldn't need the sprites from the back, but turns out I do after all. Let me just check it. Yeah, okay. I get it. Well, I guess this sort of works this way. Okay, I think the proportions, that is a bit too large. So any details here on the clothings that are missing? Just needs to have some kind of emblem on the front, anything on the back. Oh, there is something on the back. Original. Okay. It's just some lines there. I'm just gonna improvise a bit here. Ah. Actually, I hope it's okay if I do some small adaptations of the design, just some ideas. I mean, I want to have some freedom here because I want to. I can ignore those. It's a fan art, so I can make a fan art of a fan art, so of a fan character, so I can make adaptations, right? Like some small stuff which I thought would be cool. Oh, she actually has gloves, doesn't she? I just saw that. Actually, let me make them a bit longer. Complicated hand. Okay. Okay, let me just... any details about the kind of face, like how the eyes are, how the eyebrows are, anything like that? I am not giving her white eyebrows because she has white hair. That's my current approach, but it doesn't have to be that way. So just tell me how it's supposed to be. I'm trying to cache that. Hey Banana Man, yeah, sorry you missed like most of the stream. Right now I'm just gonna doing some drawing, actually by myself now, because Hannah is too tired today. I'm also actually kind of tired, so just going to do that drawing here of the Twitcher in fact, and then call it a day. So sorry about that, not a very long stream today. And here comes the second eye color. Should look more intense, I think. I'm currently rotating my face because this Photoshop doesn't have any features to rotate the screen when I don't have graphic card support enabled. And I can't really support graphic card rendering because that won't work on the stream. Kind of like tricky situation. So let's see if there's any information. Yeah, white eyebrows, you can make it whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like, man. Alright. Gonna do that then. Oh. Oh yeah, what's really important actually is like that's the trademark of all Hexacast, no exceptions. They do have those Hexacast earrings. That's essential. I have to add those. Oh man, half an hour is almost over. I'm too slow. Well, what I expect drawing like a new character takes some time. So oh man, I like this song. This is so. I actually used some of the Vagrant Story music in my RPG Maker game, Versabo, now that I remember it. That was one of them, I think. Or at least some variant.
Streaming.
Oh my gosh! A random tarot appeared. Hi there!
Hi.
Yeah, I'm still streaming. Like, Hannah already left by myself, just drawing some stuff. So how's it going on your side?
The basic idea is written down. I have to think about what I do at the end. I want to do something amazing at the end.
Oh, amazing. So, but
Amazing.
so that sounds like things aren't going to bad. So you made some progress,
it's looking
right?
good. It's looking good. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Hope
I've been pretty
cool.
fast so far, but I've also been slacking a little bit after the first 30 minutes I worked on this.
Yeah, well, so things are
But I'm still in the zone, so that's good.
nice. Then stay in the zone. I'm currently drawing the Twitcher. You know the Twitcher? Some character designed by the community. Are you still there, or?
Oh, I was distracted. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought like you left already. I'm just talking to myself again, but I don't get any sounds from Discord because I'm in streaming mode. That's why you surprised me when you started talking all of a sudden. Didn't hear you enter or whatever. I'm also listening to the Vagrant Story soundtrack, which is cool.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Especially the intro was really nice.
Oh yeah. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Man, the face turned out rather small. Whoops. Shit. Yeah, that's that. But the nice thing about speed painting is it's okay. I'm just gonna reduce the size of that here. Just gonna select it and scale it up, and we are done. That's why I like this kind of drawing without outlines, not caring about quality too much. Just that's better. Okay. Oh, doesn't look too bad. I like it.
A friend of mine asked me if I need a live recording of a violin from him.
Oh. Violin. You want to have a violin in this theme?
Thinking about writing the last bit with a violin in mind, so I can actually what do you say? Take on the offer.
Do you think a violin fits in that whole theme? It kind of like violin sounds like something more elegant. So,
Well, you wanted something orchestral.
well, orchestra is not just violins, right? There's also like, well, violin is essentially the
But a
strings.
violin in an orchestral track is no. I mean, it's fitting, isn't it? That's
Well, sure, yeah, but I think a violin in the lead. I mean, this is about having a violin in the lead, I guess, right? Not as a. What is the other thing called? I don't know. I mean, you can try.
Yeah, I'll try it out and see how it goes. I still have no idea how it will sound like after I roughly produced it.
Okay.
So I actually wanted to have a more ambient ending of it. So maybe a violin could be fitting at some point.
Ah.
Let's see.
So that amazing ending is gonna be something ambient.
Yeah, it's actually still in the works. Like it's gonna be roughly the same length as the one the latest one I posted in the Discord. Like,
Okay.
it's gonna be around 1 minute and 30 seconds long.
That's good. Yeah, sounds good.
Have you actually listened to the latest version?
No, did you post it somewhere?
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't really pay attention to the chat when I'm in stream. So did you post
Well-
it in an audio?
Yeah, I can repost it again. T3 just buried it with
I just scrolled past that.
Clonor
But here it
tracks.
is. Okay, yeah. Okay. Gonna stop.
The ending is still kind of work in progress, but I just paid some
Oh man, I love
stuff.
this already. Okay, this music is essentially the new boss theme in a very early state. Yeah, it's for CrossCode, it's supposed to be. I mean, this is just, of course, piano. It's gonna be with other instruments, just the composition, not the arrangement, or how you call it. Oh man, this is amazing in Tarot.
Thank you.
Ah, this is gonna be awesome. Please bring this to an end. Don't trash it and do something else, okay? Please continue this one. Really. Finish this one. Yeah, this is really good. Please. This is amazing.
So I'm probably gonna change up the rhythm at the ending part. So it's a little I always got this same rhythm going, so
I'm just here for the music.
varied, yeah, diversified.
Yeah.
Try to make it more diversified by putting a new rhythm. But maybe it will the diversity will come as soon as I arrange it more ambiently.
I see. But I really like this melody that you have at the end. It comes kind of unexpected, but it's really nice. Like the one at around 1 minute. Let me check. The one at 1 minute 4 or 1 minute 3. This. I'm not sure if you're gonna keep that, but I like this one. And I really like it.
That's the part I'm working on right now.
Alright, so it might change. But again, like right after the beginning, just these chords and this harmony. It's still Hamauso-like, but that's what I love about it. So, please keep this somehow.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Yeah. Okay, this is really nice. Almost want to listen to it on repeat now, but I'm gonna go back to Vagrant Story now. Because this is too distracting. If I listen to this, I probably can't focus. It's too exciting.
Let's see what cool chord progressions I can put in the last bit. That's a cool pose.
Thanks. Yeah, kind of just improvised this quickly. I wanted to have like the Twitcher battling against this hedgehog. Also the hedgehog, I was just gonna do the rotation. So sorry, I'm not gonna go a lot of detail there. I don't want to draw a detailed hedgehog. But to compensate, I'll do a proper Twitcher in a cool pose. Ah, goddammit, color picker. Pick the colors I want to. Why do I do these complicated hands?
You gotta learn how to draw hands at some point.
I tried. I think the only way to learn is just to practice an insane amount of time, or maybe find a trick.
Or maybe stop drawing realistic figures. Go for something
Yeah, sure.
chibi.
Just don't draw hands. Easy solution. Just draw circles instead. That probably works.
Yes.
Nah, it's just... I think the key is really to rely on references and practice a lot of references until you get the right hang to it. It's a lot of work. It's like one of the most complicated parts of the human body.
You know the part with just the chords? I might actually try to add like a really nice synth solo at those points.
Sure. I mean, it was just a suggestion with the ambient part. It doesn't have to be ambient. If it turns out like something else is better, that's fine.
Like imagine like the first repetition when it goes
Yeah.
and then when it repeats again. I might actually add like a cool synthesizer on it
Okay.
to keep it varied.
That sounds interesting.
The CC Saw lead, if you remember that one.
Hmm?
The CC Saw lead.
CC what?
It's just a patch code like that.
Okay.
It's CC, which you could argue it stands for CrossCode.
Okay. I wanted to stream until half past 11. I'm not sure I will be able to finish until then, so maybe it will be a bit longer. I see. Okay, actually I should pay attention to the chat. The Twitcher has a beauty mark under the right eye. Okay. Oh, alright. Let me just add this. That's just a dot. Important details.
What if the track was a little bit faster?
Remember, boss fights are usually not the fastest battle, so don't make it too fast. But, I mean, you have a video for reference, right?
Right. I should actually check out the video.
Okay, let's try to finish this up roughly. This kind of skirts is always a pain. Hmm?
Did you also notice I have new piano samples?
No. I'm not that good with picking up different instruments. Let's make something here so there's actually some depth. Ooh, you can look under her skirt. Ugh. Not too much though. No fan service here. So.
Oh yeah, right. Are we gonna watch anime tonight?
Because I said fan service. Obviously, we have to talk about anime. I mean, Geflügel probably won't be there because he's tired, from what I understood. I mean, that's why he left the stream. But we can watch some anime, yes.
Also, Geflügel mentioned there's another anime that just came out recently.
Okay. Yeah, this one, Hero Academia, right?
Yeah, that one. He probably wants to watch it with us together, right?
I don't know, probably. I think he already read the manga.
Oh.
Legs. Sometimes legs can be a bit of a pain to draw to.
Ooh, this is a pretty cool chord line I could tinker with.
Did you make sure to add enough parallax to the music?
Yes, there's a lot of parallax in my music.
very nice.
You probably haven't tried out Mitomo yet, right?
No, I installed it, but I didn't have a look at it since then. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, talking about it before.
Ooh, this is also a pretty cool chord line.
Hmm.
Hopefully it's not too emotional for this track. But a
Too
violin could
emotional.
too emotional for this track.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of emotions in dramatic moments like this, so I don't know.
Just have to see if it fits. This is a really good part where it can have a violin.
I think this might probably be a good contrast to the rest of the track, right? And that's usually a good thing.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Dun, dun.
Those turns are pretty nice.
She doesn't have box shoes like Leah.
What the hell, guys? Needs more parallax. What the hell? No, they're starting to create memes.
You are the memes, Felix. You just have to. You just haven't noticed it yet.
What? I am the memes?
Ah.
What?
Yeah. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more parallax.
God damn it. Oh, I kinda like this one.
Great that the overall reception of the new portraits have been very positive lately.
The what?
So far.
Yeah,
The
it has been very
reception.
positive. I mean, somebody said that he liked the old color more. That's the only thing I saw, but other than that...
Yeah.
And I kind of suspected that, because when it comes to faces, like, things get very, very subjective. So I
Yeah.
thought there might be some outliers, but otherwise I think it's pretty clear that the new portraits are much better.
I mean, I was like, I would say there's no possibility that the 100% of everyone who like 100% of our fans will like the new portraits. Like, there's always gonna be a minority that preferred the olders in some way more.
I think those people who played the game are more likely to, who know the portraits well, are more likely to not like the new ones because it's different.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Compared to the people who are new to the game, I think it's pretty clear that they're gonna like the new ones more. Yeah.
I gotta say, they do make a much better impression than the old ones.
Yep. So actually now we just saying we also plan to actually improve the the official art that we put on the storefront, and if we have that improved too, maybe the game will make a much better impression, and maybe that will, well, maybe more people will pay attention then to CrossCode. That's at least the idea.
It's also great we have new artists on board who are really good at their job.
Yep. We need good
I
artists.
gotta say, the T3 has been also really doing amazing work lately.
Yeah, T3 is really he's really good at what he does, and I probably should have involved him more in the creation of portraits early on. It's kind of like this was like portraits have mostly done by me so far, like the old ones, and it was kind of like difficult for me to give this task to somebody else. And like with Marty and Gran, I finally managed to say, okay, you do it, and it was kind of difficult at the beginning because his first approach was also very different, but after we adapted the style and everybody went over it, it actually looked really good, and then we just continue this way, and that works actually really well. And otherwise, portraits actually, it's a collaboration of a lot of people. It's not just one person, like it's usually me, Tefri and Marty who work together on all the portraits, so we just, one does the first version, then we just iterate over it, and then until everybody agrees. And that works really well. It's like you have a good...
I saw that. That was a really good pipeline.
Yeah,
like Marty comes up with the first concept, does it really roughly, and then gives it over to you and T3. T3 does his stuff with shading tricks and all that.
Yeah.
And then it looks much more awesome. And then you look over it, you get all the details right, and then Marty does some cleanup, and it's done.
Exactly.
And that was also really fast.
Yeah, it does work. I mean, to be fair, if I do a portrait myself, it's also done in essentially a few hours. But it's not the same quality. That's the point. So, it worked really fast this way, and with a very good result, especially. So that's the important thing.
I think it's still important you get involved in the portraits, but it's good that you don't have to spend so much time anymore on the portraits.
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. That's other people take away like all the effort I usually have with drawing all the portraits from start to finish. So
you feel more like a director now, unless like you can actually tell people what to do for you with your direction.
Kind of sorter. Oh my gosh. So I'm pushing. So any feedback on the Twitcher? Is that one somewhat good? Not so good? Magical Girl Gauntlets. Okay. So Celio, anything wrong with the design or anything you would like to change? I mean, yeah, I gave her long gloves, mostly because I thought it looks better.
They're cool.
They're cool. Long gloves are cool. I also would really like to put her something on her legs, but I don't want to break the design too much. I would like long socks or anything like that. I kind of feel like the legs are too naked, the way they are right now. If you want, I can still...
Give her leggings?
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 You mean like pants below the skirt? Actually, I like this idea. Let me do this. Because this also works nice with the design of the chassis. Huh?
Just have to paint over it.
Sure. It's not much work.
The legs are too naked.
Yes, they are too naked. No chat interaction? What do you mean, V's? 02? I mean, sometimes I look at the chat and answer questions. Yeah. I'm actually not sure about the leggings either now that I added those. Something doesn't look right. I think I'm gonna undo it again. I liked it more the way it was before, after all. Good to have a really, really long undo history. No, actually what I really... Okay, let me just at least give her some socks of some kind, because... something like this. Not much, just a bit.
If you think one sock is too much, you can just give her one sock.
No. It has to be two. It has to be symmetrical. Ah!
There has to be a character at some point who just has one sock.
But you flip charted, so the sock is gonna move to the other side when the character moves right or left.
Oh yeah. She's wearing the same clothes
I like
on her
this.
feet.
You can say whatever I want. I like this. This is much better. Like, not short shoes, but something on the shoes. This looks... I like this. This is good. Okay. Just add some shadows here, actually. I forgot about shadows. Shading here. This perspective is not so great here. Okay, so spent enough time on the Twitcher. Just doing the Twitcher here took me now about essentially over 40 minutes or something. Okay, so let me just add the shadow here. So let me now add the effect, which will be screen. Not pink, but more purple. Yeah, this looks like a nice effect. Maybe a bit darker. Ooh. Yeah, this is good. Actually, I messed something up. This is good and all, but it has to be circular because it looks much better.
Yes.
Probably doing a bit here with the effect, but whatever. So. That's not a Rasengan, shut up. Okay, time for the hedgehog to have his debut. On the period. So. Exactly. So I told you, like, the hedgehog will be really, really cheap. I don't feel like having a detailed hedgehog, so it's just hinting on it. Because I want to fix this picture sometime. What? That's...
What if I put like a CrossCode theme at the end?
Maybe, if it fits. That's some... I mean, for a boss theme you could do that. It's epic enough for that, I think. Phew. So... It's about to attack. So now let's do some background stuff. Yeah, the colors of Sombra are really well chosen. I really like those two. That's a really nice coloration of a hedgehog. Yeah. This may took a little bit. Okay, guys. I think this essentially wraps up. Okay. So, what's the problem? Oh, the hood lines! Oh my gosh! Yeah, sure. I'm gonna add those. Thanks for spamming this. Okay, let me first save and then I'm gonna add the hood lines. Don't worry. I will do it. Those are important, I agree. So, let me check.
Really nice composition.
Hmm?
Really nice composition.
Of the image?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Really completes the design, really. I mean, those lines are important. I don't know how I missed those. Just forgot. I mean, I even managed to draw layers without horns. Sometimes I just forget details. Okay. Yeah. Ah, come on, color picker. What? So, I hope that works. I added the lines on the hood, the most important part, apparently. So, I think this concludes the drawing of the Twitcher. Community design character, fan art by creative director of CrossCode or something. Official developer. Okay. Cleaning this up a little bit. So,
Dun, 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 dun.
okay. Hope you like it. I have a new background. Alright. Actually, I just want to just very quickly do something to that background. Just this, what? What? Oh, right now it's playing music of the Vagrant Story soundtrack that I definitely use for Felsabor. That theme. I remember.
Didn't they use Festival music, Vagrant Story music in that game?
Yeah, I did. Here and there a bit. Okay. Twitcher on action. A little bit saturation out there. That's a bit too bright. Okay. So that's it. Should I sign it? I'm gonna sign it because I kind of feel like it. It's a fan art, so I'm gonna sign it. Doop-doop. Bloop. I'm not very good at writing my name. That's why I tweaked the signature. Okay. If you don't like my signature, you can just edit it out. Now, yes and no. So this is because we don't have really defined all the attacks of the hexacurse. It's hard to say if that's an actual attack or not. But I can very well imagine they have attacks which look like this. It's essentially just, it's very abstract. I mean, he's just charging something with a hexacard shape in the middle, so probably something like this may happen in the game. Okay. So I'm gonna save a JPEG. Probably somebody wants a PNG as well. So, otherwise, yeah, that essentially concludes our stream, and we are getting close to midnight. God damn it! I think, when was the last time?
Close to anime night.
Oh god, yeah, it's anime night. So here, let me just paste it in here. First the PNG. The fuck? Did you just do this?
Yeah.
It actually works. I tried it before and it didn't. God damn it.
Let's do it again.
Let me try something.
John C.
Okay, we still got the freaking Discord bot in our server. Kinda low quality, but yeah. And here you got the JPEG image. Okay, so that was a really fun stream. Thanks everybody for watching. And I guess there are not any more questions. Anyway, it's too late for questions now. So, repeating myself again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Have a good start in the next week. And bye bye.
See ya.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I don't get it.
That's a line
Anyway.
from King of the Hill.
Oh really? Alright, bye bye. Where's the off screen? There's the button. Alright. Bye bye.
See ya.